Welcome to the bracket, episode 91. Today we are debating our daily enemies, the worst daily enemies. I really like the suggestion. I believe some Jordan from Jacksonville that suggested it. So it's anybody in your day-to-day life that's just your something you have to deal with on a more regular basis, and this guy or this thing is just your enemy. And today we have Rico on. Rico, he's an enemies guy.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. Perfect for this episode.
Yeah. Big-time enemies guy. We have Marty returning, and we have Simple Trent. His first time on the bracket, right?
I believe so. I might have popped in a couple times, but my first time being invited here by Tommy Smokes, who was not here.
Yeah, Tommy Smokes got sick and couldn't make it.
Because he's a coward.
COVID.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Incredible move by Tommy.
Wow, COVID's back.
Yeah.
It's not in my world.
It's going to bring him down.
And we obviously have Klemmer back, and we have Nick, and we have Francis.
Red Rico.
Thank God it's not a runny nose for Tommy. It would be disastrous for all of us.
He is just...
Also, last episode, me and Dana might be starting a Mean Boys podcast.
Yeah, that's called This.
That clip was so funny.
How did it go that? Well, why was there millions? Who retweeted that? Millions.
Probably had more, to be honest, at this point. Were you jealous? You and KB jealous that you missed that?
No. I wanted to write up a blog about how he makes all men at Barstool look bad.
You should have done that.
Been saying that for 2 years.
It was funny because that was like you had two different moments that were both you and Dana that were incredibly dumb.
Yep, that's what you get from us.
Right, the mistake that you made was you kept hitching your wagon to Dana.
And he kept hitching his wagon to him.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Every time.
The thing is, we've had so many of these conversations that we're all having in the privacy of our home.
Right.
Now it's just getting out and no fact check. Well, we didn't fact check when it was us at home, you know?
Sure.
Even though I was trying to say space, that it's an hour and 15 minutes, but I said the moon.
No, you weren't trying to say space. It's not like you tried to say space and moon came out.
In my head, I was trying to, I knew it was space, but I connected both, you know, because they're both there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no traffic. Don't forget. The no traffic, I think, was the killer part of that entire
Yeah, that's what caught me off guard. Yeah, of course, no traffic.
Big problem when you get to the moon. Before we get into our bracket, let's hear from Omaha Steaks. Okay, let's talk about Omaha Steaks. Labor Day is right around the corner, and the experts at Omaha Steaks are inviting you to celebrate summer's last hurrah with 50% off site-wide during their Labor Day sale. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter Lights in the search bar at the top to get all the exclusive Labor Day packages like the Griller's Labor Day Feast. This package is the perfect sampling of everything that makes Omaha Steaks unforgettable. Plus, when you type in Lights in the search bar, you get 8 free mouthwatering burgers, 8 free gourmet jumbo franks with your order. I mean, gourmet jumbo franks just sounds delicious. That's gourmet. Something you add gourmet onto anything, I'll instantly buy it. You're going to want to hurry, though, because this is an exclusive offer that's only available for a limited time. Celebrate summer's last hurrah with 50% off site-wide during the Omaha Steaks Labor Day sale. Remember, the only way to get this amazing deal is to head on over to omahasteaks.com and enter Lights into the search bar to shop the Labor Day sale and get 8 Omaha Steaks burgers and 8 gourmet jumbo franks for free with select packages, including the special Griller's Labor Day Feast. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak, it's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. That's omahasteaks.com, keyword Lights in the search bar. Shout out to Omaha Steaks. Big
Delicious meat.
Oh, I love the freeze-dried box they give us.
With the dry ice.
Yeah, with the dry ice. Big dry ice. What do you do with it afterwards? I'm not sure what the proper disposal technique is.
I don't know either.
Save it for your science fair projects.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
So I just throw it down.
Always that one kid who had dry ice for a volcano.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could afford dry ice at that age.
Oh, no. It was the one rich kid.
Is dry ice expensive?
I feel like it has to be, right?
Dude,
my whole house.
Oh, it's just like you use it as it was just so cliche.
I lived in an igloo of dry ice.
We were a big dry ice family.
Yeah.
Dry ice was like sushi. I thought you had to be rich to eat sushi.
Yeah,
You didn't?
dry ice is a lot like sushi.
Yeah,
They have sushi in Iowa?
No, I didn't have sushi until I moved to New York.
really?
That was one of the most fascinating things I got. I wrote a blog about what do you think you consider rich? And you saw the divide in people's lives. Like some people like TV in your room. I was like, I grew up with that. I guess I'm blessed. Other people were like,
I didn't.
like lights on. I was like working. And there was like my biggest thing to me, the biggest thing for rich people was the don't touch it room. Second living room or the second dining room that you just don't touch. The dust has been collecting since '84, but it's just pristine. So like those different things, a hot tub, like
A refrigerator just for drinks.
that too.
Yes, that's huge.
That was on there as well. You can read it's season tickets was a big one too. Like KenJac's that and season tickets. Like, oh man, they must be rich. Like there's a million different things of where it can go. But
Yeah, my dad had season tickets to the local bar. I think that was about it.
Okay.
I think,
Francis, your family had slaves.
yeah, that's true. That's a bona fide fact. Very
Not hardworking ones. Tell you that much.
By the way, speaking
So we
of
lived in Maine, so there was really nowhere else for them to run.
Yeah, yeah, you're
top
right.
of the list.
Pretty far north.
Yeah, good thinking.
Speaking of regional things, something I found out recently, Carvel's. You probably never heard of it.
Well, I have now. I've lived on Long Island for a year, and I get it like 3 times a week.
Yeah,
Carvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Not in the Midwest.
Well, is it though?
not really.
Francis is my treats buddy.
I'm enabling Trent. I want him to get super, super fat.
Yeah.
That'd be
'Cause
awesome.
he was on the road with us at the Corn Ferry event, and Frankie Borelli, who we get desserts everywhere we go, he cut out sugar because he didn't want to be fat for his wedding. And Francis was there, and he would peer pressure me every night into desserts. It doesn't take much for me, and it was a great trip, I thought.
It was so fun to choose desserts with you and watch you shovel it into your fat fucking face.
Francis would sneak away and purge.
Frankie went too far. He looked anemic. This kid ate in the last year and a half.
Carvel's is something I just assumed was national. I thought that was like
Dude, I
there'd
thought
be as many as
vodka
Dairy
sauce
Queen.
was national.
You thought what was?
Vodka sauce.
That's not. What do you mean?
Dana had no idea what vodka sauce.
I think that's
It is
That's a national
It is
thing.
national.
That's not a
Why
brand.
did Dana have
or
no
store.
idea?
Because Dana's
Dana-
super dumb.
Vodka sauce?
He had vodka sauce in
national.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Yes, vodka sauce is
Did
everywhere.
You know what a chicken roll was?
I don't know what a chicken
Yeah.
roll is.
Oh, you're missing
Okay,
out.
so that's, I guess, not national.
Also, Hess trucks being regional is something I learned recently, which sucks.
Wait,
It does.
really?
Hess trucks are the greatest things.
I don't know what a Hess truck is.
No, I had no
What?
idea, and you guys were talking like it was a normal thing.
Hold on,
I thought it was
How
that-
are those regional?
For Christmas?
It's only in Northeast.
Only, yeah.
I still don't really.
I moved to
What
New
is
Hampshire. I couldn't get
other
Hess
than a
trucks anymore.
Christmas
So
gift
upset.
that you guys got every year.
Yeah, you get a
Yeah.
Hess trucks are the greatest things.
So
of
now
all
you
time.
know what it is, right?
Via context clue.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
it's just it's a.
It's a toy truck that you get on Christmas.
No, it's
But it
more than
changes
that.
every
No,
year.
no, I don't like that. Don't be dismissive about
They
it.
change them every year, and it's like one has a helicopter.
Very well made.
They were great.
Before my grandfather died when I was like 6 months, and he got me one for Christmas, and then my dad's dad kept up the tradition and got us Hess trucks all the way through. So nice little touch.
I don't have a clue what that is.
You
It's
still
a
have them?
gas station that happened to make toys.
Electric commercial.
Yeah.
Hess
Amazing.
trucks back, and
Yeah,
it's better than ever.
You don't even know what Hess
I don't know what
gas
Hess is. No.
Hess
Hess is
trucks.
gas. Gas.
And there was like a limit, and my grandfather was like, he used to have to grease the guy to get more because he had 4 nephews.
A limit on them?
Grandkids, yeah, like he'd have to grease the guy to get more. It's
Jesus.
people have big collections of them.
Oh, they're great. You ever?
My grandpa
Oh,
did, yeah.
that's the best. Hess trucks were the best things.
All right, he's hyping up a way.
Yeah, he's going too.
I love.
too
Oh,
far.
I would go crazy about Hess
Play
trucks.
truck.
Christmas. It's more than that. Don't do that.
It is.
Oh, no, they're really. You make it sound like it's like a matchbox. They're really nice trucks.
Did you play with them or keep them in the box? Was it a
Play with
collector?
So you play with
They
them.
play
How
with
big
them.
are they?
Gotta play with them.
I'm
Like some of them are huge. But like
They're that big?
It's big usually.
Bizarre. You have huge collections of them.
I wish I
Sure
don't
do.
have any more.
Grandpa
Boy got
had
them for
a
Christmas?
huge collection.
Yeah, in
So
like,
a Christmas
New York.
time thing.
Huh.
Here, Trent.
Yep.
That the son, one of the 2 sons of the Hess family, went to school with me,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the first person I met where I was like, "Holy shit, I'm playing in a different ballpark."
Yeah.
Well, you know, one of them owns the Jets, right? Or used to.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Leon Hess, the grandfather.
Leon Hess
owned
was-
it, yeah.
Ah.
He's the guy that signed Bill Parcells.
That didn't come up in your conversations?
No, not really.
We
his.
didn't really talk about a whole lot. I wasn't really on his level.
He wouldn't even
He
speak
was
to
a
you.
really nice guy. No, he was cool. He was cool as all hell. He was like he was our Kennedy, basically.
Mm,
Ah.
Wow.
Our in my, era.
general area. That's a good diversion, but now we can get into our
Did his
matchups.
grandfather also kill someone in a river?
Probably.
Leon Hess sounds like someone that was like jailed at the Nuremberg trials. Does it not?
It's got a real historical name to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Our first matchup of the day is the number 5 seed versus the 12 seed. The 5 seed, I'll let you figure out who guessed what. The USB port is their daily enemy.
Ooh.
Every day they struggle versus the USB port, and that's going up against the number 12 seed. The woman at Pliables who always subconsciously does this suction thing with her mouth to my bowl before filling it with oatmeal. She's done it 4 or 5 times in the past 2 months, and I've never said a word.
Mhm.
So
Yep, I can relate to that.
yeah.
Big time.
That was great.
Every single fucking time I go in there to get oat. It's like I stopped going in. Is this one?
No, I just cut
Just
out.
went
Oh,
out.
Let's cut off for a second. Yeah.
If I
No, he's out.
yeah. Oh, you're out.
Yeah.
hello. Now it is. If I see her, I turn around and don't get my oatmeal because it's like she subconsciously just sucks on the bowl, has it keep to her face, and then pops it off. Oatmeal's me.
I don't understand. Like, what does that mean?
What are you
You know, like the
talking
thing
about?
where you make suction against the cup and it sticks to your face?
No, what?
No.
I feel like I'm
This is a
stoned.
worker who
Yes.
puts her mouth
Yes.
on your shit.
She's done it 4 times in the past like 2 months.
Why do you keep going back?
What?
I eat a ton of oatmeal.
That's disgusting.
There's got to be other oatmeal options.
Illegal. I'm
It's
pretty sure
food
that's
safety
illegal.
laws or something.
I haven't done a single thing about it. I get my oatmeal, I walk outside and I throw it away.
And where does this happen?
Fly bowls down the street.
Okay.
So she takes
Yeah,
like
stop
a
going there, Nick.
Yeah.
Yep, and then just does it like for like a second, and then just pops
You
it
need
off.
to videotape her.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
That's
I
bad.
want her to lose her job.
What's the premise of putting the bowl?
She just does it.
No, like. Listen, I
I'm not-
suck on
I
it.
don't-
What does this suck
That's
on
what
it
it's even
do?
mine.
Like the licking.
I just heard about it.
You just really relates.
Wish I could tell you.
I guess
Rico.
I'm
don't
trying
know
to
who
figure
submitted
out
this.
what's this. Explain the science. Like I hate people lick the page and
I
turn
don't
the
like
page.
lickers either.
I hate page lickers.
Jesus, that sounds like a race.
Does it sound like a racial thing?
What's the
page liquor?
What's the
I
science
know exactly what race
behind
I'm talking
blowing on the
about,
bowl?
too.
I don't get that.
Bookworms. What?
What's the science of blowing on the bowl? I don't get that part.
What do you mean the science?
Why does she?
I'm with Rico here. This is not. This I've never seen anyone else do this. So is it her quirk? Is it
I
her?
think she just
tick?
grabs it. She's probably bored at work and just
The bowl. You're saying it's the bowl.
The fucking
so the bowl is
And then
stuck
it's the
to
bowl
her
she
lips, and then she
Yes.
puts the oatmeal on.
yes.
And then you throw it out.
I'll tip 20%. Walk outside, throw it in front of throw it away immediately.
Matched up against USB.
Inside of the bowl.
Huh?
The inside of the bowl.
How else could she do it?
Flip it over the bottom
Yeah.
of the bowl.
Nobody can suck that hard.
I still don't get the. I'm still struggling to figure out
Marty does.
the thing, but
What?
the mechanics of this whole situation are still.
Somebody go to Pliable. God forbid she's not there because I wouldn't do it to
That
that
was a
bowl.
wild ricochet. Marty sucks that on.
You do suck.
That was a wild. Like it came out of nowhere too. Out of my headphones.
Oh, Rick, what the fuck?
I don't know. That one was wild.
Jesus. Okay. So again, that's going up against USB ports.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who submitted anything. Again, we don't know who did either one. So we'll start out with you, Rico. Would you rather, USB ports or the pliable situation?
In terms of what's a bigger
A
villain?
bigger daily enemy.
Oh well. So it's weird here. I was prepared to vote for USB ports because USB ports stink, and I feel like I'm flipping it over. I never get it correct on the first try. But now that I've been introduced to this woman who's sucking oatmeal bowls, even though it doesn't really affect my life,
Might.
Or anybody besides one
She's a
single
bigger-
person.
she's
no
a
way she
bigger
just
villain.
does it to
Yeah.
me.
No, she just does it to you.
by definition, she is a bigger daily villain. So I'm
She
going
thinks
with
she's getting 20% because of
bowl
you.
sucker.
'Cause she's doing it.
Yeah, she probably thinks I'm a fucking perv.
Yeah, like this guy loves it.
Activity, yeah.
You absolutely are. Rico, so which one?
I think I'm going with the oatmeal villain.
The oatmeal villain? How about you?
USB. 100%. Every time it has a little arrow where it is, you just fucking stabbing it. It doesn't go in because I do it every day. And it just flip, and you hit, and I hate the noise. I hate the noise. And also, you got to stop eating oatmeal. No one should eat oatmeal unless you have no teeth. It's fucking gross.
Oatmeal's great.
I can't be in the same kitchen anyone that's eating oatmeal. It's disgusting. You're slobbering. What are you eating?
I'll
Nothing.
start having Wendy's breakfast more.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it every
French
day.
toast sticks. You're chewing. You're slopping. That's how you people eat oatmeal.
That's my favorite consistency of food is like that plasma.
Yeah.
Gruel?
I love gruel. I love
Oh.
porridge.
Dude, it's just like you literally should just take your
I feel
teeth
good
out.
after eating oatmeal.
You do well in an orphanage.
Thanks,
Yeah, or like as a peasant.
Serving.
Like, look at where
Oh, I'd
those,
be the best server.
those things have been last referenced. Gruel was in the musical Oliver, and porridge is in a story in the 30s about bears.
All poor people for the most part.
That shows my I'm poor as shit.
So you love oatmeal.
I eat my oatmeal too.
Same.
So look at us, Nick,
Yeah, look at us
pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps.
from the mud, you and I.
Eat a French toast stick. It's so much better.
So I could see you somehow fucking up a USB-C port. Yeah, that one. You don't know what a USB-C port is?
Seaport?
USB-C.
Like a pier?
What do you mean a USB-C port?
It's like for this one where you don't need to flip it any given way.
a charger?
Yeah.
Oh, charger is magnetic.
Those are the new USBs.
Oh,
Those
you're.
fly in.
It's a whole new.
Oh boy.
It's a whole different. We're
this is the
explaining
first
ports.
matchup.
It's a
just-
different port.
I'm doing this was not my pick, obviously, but I every time take the Apple TV and have to put it into my TV every day, and I'm always it doesn't fit every time. It just gets smaller. So it makes no sense.
Yeah, we're gonna have a tech wizard have to like show you what a USB-C port is. Trent.
Well, I have moved all the way over to USB-C port, so I don't deal with the old USBs anymore. It's just so much easier.
Yes.
So I have to go with Oatmeal Lady because I don't even fully still understand what we're talking
gets the
about.
stack of bowls, takes my bowl as she's waiting for the porridge to be heated up. She puts it to her. Puts it off just real quick.
I almost think we feel like we have to take a field trip.
Yeah, we should go down there, and I'll tell you if she's there.
I want to see it. So
I would love to go.
that would drive me crazy. So I'm
Big
gonna go with
lips?
that
Would
one.
you guys say something?
I would.
Oh yeah,
You would?
yeah,
No,
I
I
would
wouldn't.
too.
I'd say
I
so.
wouldn't.
Okay, what are you doing?
What would you eat the oatmeal?
No.
Right.
But I'm doing
Oh.
exactly. I'm making fun of you, but I would do this.
I would never go back.
There's a guy on the show that would maybe tip more and do it, and it's him.
Yeah, Trent.
Because
Yeah.
Trent would never say anything either.
KenJac
I
would
would never
probably
say
eat the
anything.
oatmeal.
Yeah,
I would not eat the.
I
No.
think I would start a relationship
problem.
with her.
I
You'd fucking date her and marry her
for sure. I would.
Is my mic on?
It went off for a second.
Might be the headphones, honestly. I'm
I
not,
feel like my mic is so loud.
yeah, your like is super. We gotta level these things.
What is
out.
happening?
I don't know what's going on. You got nothing on your end. It seems totally fine.
Can't hear you at all.
Can't even hear you.
I'll guess what you're saying. Yeah.
Still can't hear you. Let's get Gooch down here. But in the meantime, I know like I can hear the mic feedback, so at least that's good.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
I can't
Yeah.
hear you now.
Okay.
That's good, I think, right?
All right.
Sure.
Okay, so Trent, you're going with Porridge Lady?
Yeah.
For sure. Porridge Lady. Francis.
Well, I'm gonna go with the bigger pet peeve or the bigger daily enemy is the USB-C port or the USB port because thanks to that woman, I've been eating free porridge every single day for the last year.
You've been eating my garbage porridge?
Fresh bowl of
Every
garbage
morning?
porridge that I fish out. It's intact because you place it, you don't throw it.
I do place.
You're a placer, and I also still can't quite wrap my head around what's going on with this suction situation. So
Yeah.
I'll go with the.
Does anybody have a cup or anything? I can give you a perfect example. I've seen it enough.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I honestly think we should take a field trip tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's go do it.
Go
I think
find
you're
this lady.
making it up.
I'm not at all.
I think you got a problem with pliable.
But it's like this, like
Yeah,
That's maybe the
Yeah.
worst object you could have grabbed.
that doesn't have a single hole.
well, I thought it was gonna. You'd think a helmet would have a
You
hole.
couldn't put any porridge in that.
No,
Yeah.
boards.
Yeah. Klemmer,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with USB port.
USB port.
Yeah, although I think this oatmeal lady might be the reason Nick's moving to Chicago, so I don't like her either. But
You're gonna miss it a little bit.
Her?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
the act.
I
You
know.
know, like ask your new porridge lady to do it.
My new porridge lady. It's
Yeah.
going to be tough to replace her, but yeah, just be like, hey, you mind sucking the bowl?
Sometimes I do wish there was something that was that weird in my life every morning where it's like I get to.
Well, it's not every morning. She's not always there, and she doesn't always do it.
Oh, it's not every time.
No, it's been 4 times in the past 2 months.
Okay.
Maybe 5.
4 or 5.
Keeps me on my toes, that fucking bitch.
You got to get a name too. You got to get everything.
Oh, I love
What are
her.
you going with?
Obviously USB. Mine's only happened a handful of times. USB is daily, and even the lack of USB has now become my enemy.
Yes.
Like the new MacBooks, you have to get that attachment.
Yep.
And then you have that attachment lying around. Somebody's going to steal that in the office very quickly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Getting a new device, and even like having a cube lying around. I have so many cubes, but no wires. Then you get a new charger, and it doesn't have the right. It's a pain in the ass. USB.
USB. So we're tied up right now, correct? Sorry, I forgot to record your vote, but you picked Pliable, right? Pliable lady?
I said USB.
Oh, so USB wins. So USB going to move on. Next matchup of the day.
Sorry, Nick.
It's all right.
It wasn't his selection.
It wasn't mine.
Now we have the number 4 seed versus the 13 seed. The number 4 seed is Meter Maids.
oh,
Meter Maids going up against the number 13 seed. People with no spatial awareness in crowds.
oh,
Also a really good one. So we'll start out with you, Nick. Which one do you like? For
I don't-
bigger enemy.
I don't have a car, so meter maids, I mean, while unsightly, don't really bother me too much.
Tough call.
Not really. It's the people with no spatial awareness. I'm just imagining myself in Penn Station. I can't go in Penn Station without becoming infuriated in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. All right, Klemmer.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you live. Like, when I was driving, meter maids were the bane of my existence. You park somewhere, you're trying to, that whole thing. And sometimes there can be assholes too. I remember one time I ran back. I was like, they're right in the ticket. I'm like, whoa, I'm here. Like, oh, too late. It's like, fuck you, motherfucker. You're just being an asshole to be I get it's your job. We all have jobs, so I understand that. But like, that seems excessive. You're just being a dick.
I'd fucking love to see that.
Oh, I was not happy. I was like, come on, really? What are you doing? You're just being an asshole.
Yeah, you sound
And then
bad.
they go back and tell their buddies about the guy.
I'm sure they did. I don't fuck them. It's fucking me. Fuck. But
Hey, Klemmer, can we do a quick role play?
yeah, all right.
Your mic is 100% off. I don't.
And Klemmer's
got nothing
really
here. We
loud.
got steak.
Sorry, yeah.
Here, borrow this.
What are you gonna do?
I'll swing back.
We're just gonna fucking take turns.
We took the working ones to Chicago.
All right.
boys.
Here, I'm writing you a ticket, Klemmer.
What are you doing? I just got here. I'm here.
I've already written the ticket, sir.
Well, that's rude. I'm here. We'll both say each other time. Let me just get my car. We'll go.
What's going on with your voice? Why is it so high pitched?
Why are you so ugly?
Oh my God! I work for the government. You can't talk to me that
I'll
way.
talk to you everywhere. A, you don't work for the government. You work for the town. A. B. Fuck you.
How dare you mansplain to me about my job? I'm a meter maid.
Oh, you're a woman?
And scene. That's from UCB's improv right there.
Beautiful.
We paid thousands of dollars for that. Thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Oh, it
All right.
really paid off.
Back to our host.
All right. The meter maid, number 4 versus 13. We're resuming after a short break. We had the no spatial awareness with 1 vote from Nick. Klemmer, no spatial awareness versus the meter maid. What is the worst daily enemy to you?
I gotta go. No spatial awareness is worse. Just living in the city. I hated meter maids when I had a car, but no spatial awareness is by far worse.
No spatial
now.
awareness.
I'm at that point in time.
Francis?
Well, I have a running beef with meter maids, ticketing agents, all of that. I've been ticketed a number of times in the old alternate side parking Thursday game. So I will go with the meter maids. Although there were very few maids.
Why are they called that?
They were mostly gents.
Meter men?
Meter men, sure.
Meter men?
Yeah.
Trent?
I'm kind of with the rest of the crew where I don't run into meter maids all that often. I mean, I have a car, but I don't park it in places where I'm going to get ticketed by a meter maid. No spatial awareness in all aspects of life is the worst. Although I do think sometimes I'm probably the culprit. I have a larger body than most.
No, you're pretty good.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking huge.
No. Wait, that's not the question. Is do I know the spatial awareness of my hugeness?
I don't think you do, or else you wouldn't be eating those desserts with me.
No.
Big
But you've
boy.
been around me enough. Am I bumping into you? My belly's kind of hanging on.
I wish you were.
I'll start doing it more.
Yeah.
No, I think you're a nuisance to be around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my question.
Well, I feel like you prepare
I'm gonna
your
go-
entire life to not be a nuisance. Like you just want to make sure you don't get into any weird situations.
That's like socially, but I don't know about
True.
my space.
A space.
I'm going to go with meter maids because I think I might be, like I said, the culprit of a guy who doesn't know his spatial awareness.
Do you ever have to walk around with somebody who is spatially unaware? It's the worst.
It's awful.
It's my girlfriend for me. I fucking hate walking anywhere with her. People are like have to avoid her because she's looking down at her phone, bumping into shit.
That's the part.
You watch people have to do like jukes and stuff to get out of the way. I'm like, yeah, you just ran that person off the sidewalk, and she's like, oh.
That's not
is that what she's like?
Tim Allen knows.
So,
Oh. Marty.
That's not spatial awareness. That's just being on your phone. That's a whole.
No, but like not even just the phone. It's
No, that's like that's spatial awareness. Like in the train station when everyone's walking on their phone and they run right into you. That's spatial awareness.
I thought it was. Yeah, I guess.
What do you- Yeah.
exactly
I'm going to go meter maids.
meter maids. Marty.
I sometimes like doing the meter thing. I like QR codes. I enjoy doing that. And then it's like, oh, it's a deal, $2. I don't really mind. I also like it has a timer on it now too on your phone. But spatial awareness wins pizza shit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in an elevator. You ever have someone in an elevator where it's very, very open? They're so close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too close.
Yeah, way too close. I hate that. So spatial
So
awareness.
we're 3-2 in favor of the no spatial awareness. Rico.
Yeah, I think spatial awareness applies to so many different things too. Like the people who, when you're waiting to get onto something, the people who walk into the train and you have to let those people out. It's like you're coming out. You're like, where am I supposed to go? Like
It's fucking worse.
There's got to be order to this. So the phones, there's a million different things, but just everything that the meter maid stands for in terms of like just banging you for $35. Like it's, come on, just are they auditing how many tickets you give? Like give to the ones that are egregious and everybody else just kind of walk the street, get some.
Wait, back up.
What was the word?
Egregious? Egregious?
Egregious.
Garius?
I'm not going to make fun of him for that.
Well, sounds like a Roman soldier.
No, that's no.
Garius! No one else!
The guy that crucified Christ. Darius, drive that nail in there.
I appreciate the confident risk. You just kept going.
Oh, it was a different word.
yeah.
That was a word I didn't know.
A, I don't think my mic's on. B,
Your mic is 100% on.
okay. B, that shows me that he's well read. Because if you mispronounce words, it means you maybe never heard them, but you're reading.
You read it a lot.
That's a good sign.
Because if I said that, you would not say a word of
Because I
it.
know you can't read.
Yeah, but like that's
You're
just,
illiterate.
You're a
I just
fucking
fucked it up.
moron. So if you say you're a regius, you're good.
You would never
Moron,
say.
Klemmer. Yeah,
would
good one.
never,
Your mic's
ever-
not
you
on.
wouldn't
You
even
can't hear
attempt
because
that
you're
word.
old. All right.
That's a Hesh truck beef right there.
Big time Hess truck beef.
I
right.
love Hess.
Yeah, I just think it's everything meter maids stand for. I know they're doing their job and they have to be the villain, but the love they get out of that, the same thing. Like I watched my dad go toe to toe with one of them. And like then it came from the $35 ticket wasn't that big of a deal to now it might possibly go to jail. Like, but they love it.
That is the problem.
They love it.
They enjoy fucking people.
Yeah, they love
Yeah.
it.
Who
So
would want to be a meter? Imagine doing that. Like, I'm going to apply for this job so I can just.
I mean, people need jobs,
Isn't it like a community service thing too?
especially in this economy.
Some
Yeah,
people-
right. Joey B.
Yeah.
The car that they drive in, that little fucking
Yeah, the little one person
is
thing.
the worst part about
Yeah.
it.
All right, well, we're tied up. Reed, you're going to have a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up is for meter maid. Thumbs down is for no spatial awareness.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Okay.
Oh.
New mic.
Who's
Can you
Mike?
Repeat those again, please.
The meter maid or the no spatial awareness for the worst daily enemy.
Oh, no spatial awareness by far.
No spatial awareness. Going to move on.
Good win.
You said new Mike. Who's old Mike?
This guy's got the dad jokes today. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, easy. Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Come on. I didn't mean shut up.
All right, it's part of my rehab. People can say whatever the fuck they want now, and I can only just go home and hit the heavy bag. All right.
Face will be on it today.
KenJac was a good phone a friend. He gets a little bit.
I didn't mean, I was just like, if you
all right.
tell a dad joke, it's a dad joke.
You got closer to the line in the sand, but you're not at the line in the sand.
Okay.
You're all good.
I'm not, my face won't be on the heavy bag.
You're good.
Okay, now we have the number 8 seed
What
versus.
happens now when they cross it?
I just have to, a neutered dog. It is what it is.
Now we have
That's
the number.
why I'm trying to focus my army on one goal. Like, just give us all one thing, and we can devote our lives to like the one enemy.
You need a religion or
I need
something.
to-
I mean,
I
yeah.
found God for 6 months. They told me stop tweeting about it.
Stop tweeting about how you found God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He did tell you to stop.
There's no more God.
Who's they?
Oh, the higher ups, as Jerry says.
I don't want you to tweet about God.
Nah. Keep it to yourself.
I've been on the God train. I like God a lot. I'm a big God guy.
Get a message from
You said that
Gaz.
during your Barstool Gossip.
Yeah, people that wouldn't believe it, but I'm a big fan of religion.
Last week you were shitting on religion.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were in this room.
Probably just the
Both
other.
were.
I think the creation story versus the science Big Bang Theory is a little, I don't know.
What aspects of it do you like?
I like the sense of community that church creates.
Okay.
I like that people come together and they sort of dress up and put their beliefs together and come together as one.
Join a book club.
One day a week.
I don't think it has the same sort of vibe to it. It is technically Bible. Church is one big book club.
I also find that
One book is the Bible.
God-fearing people tend to be kinder to each other than those who do not.
My mom had a dirty little secret along with the people in the neighborhood. They had a prayer group every month or every month. So like, all right, we're going to your house. And then literally only 3 years ago did I find out that prayer group was a cover for them to drink.
Oh yeah.
That's
God.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
But it's not me being stupid. We just genuinely thought, and the one time I remember hosting at my house, I'm like, man, prayer group's really loud. Like they're really into rock down the hallway, like still, like it was like 11 or 12, and like
My grandma lost a walker at a casino on a church trip. She couldn't find it. She walked away. She
And she didn't need it.
grace of God, a miracle. She could walk now.
Is this the same grandma that burned down her house?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same one.
It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
We have the number 8 versus the 9 seed. The 8 seed is the lingerer in all facets of life. The lingerer.
Oh, man.
You work with some. You look up, they're still there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We work with the ton.
I'll have my headphones on. It's like, all right, put them on, look up. They're still there looking at me.
Yep. Just giving you a look.
Mincy would follow you into the bathroom. And not just Mincy's got no idea what's going on.
Lingerer is going up against the number 9 seed, Whistlers. This was submitted by a specific person. I agree with this person about Whistlers for sure. So I let them cook on this one. So Rico, Whistlers versus the Lingerers.
I feel like shots fired as a known whistler in the club.
I'm a whistler too.
I like to whistle.
Oh, see, I could
The most
barely.
selfish act a person can do is whistling.
Why is that?
No one wants to hear it. No one asked for it, but people still
All
do
right,
it.
but now what about artificial whistle? Because I'm not a good whistler. Like,
Yours is different.
say I'm horrible. But yeah, I bring the artificial whistle to the club, gets the people going. Like, that was my thing. Oh, the whistle guy's back. You got everybody going.
And the
You whistle at the club?
Yeah.
What kind? Like that kind of whistling?
No, like
Oh, like a
referee.
physical whistle.
Oh,
The gift. Do you have it?
We don't have the technology of the
Mike's
bracket.
been
All right,
working.
bring a whistle to the club?
Rico thinks that the mic is Siri. Like he thinks like something's gonna happen when he says, "Where is it?" It's public clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can
Good.
picture
It's
the
a good
gift.
little. It's a good little prop.
In the whistle, there's an expectation of noise.
You see a bunch of women with them too, just like you're having fun tonight too.
You're not going to need that later.
No, that's not why I have it.
No, I'm talking about whistling. As
Everybody's got to have a gimmick. Like, you know, you can either dance.
You rip the girls' whistles away. It's like my thing.
Yeah.
All right, so one for the Whistlers,
No, I think what was the other one?
the Lingerers.
Yeah, lingerers are far worse.
Yeah, the Lingerers, Marty.
Lingers by far. When it's just when you don't understand that the conversation's over. That's the worst part.
Mhm.
And they're just like still sitting there.
Yeah, just give me a
Worse.
stare.
Yeah. Like you've given them like, oh, nice, dude. That's when you got to know. It's just I don't want.
There are key phrases where I feel like the Lingerer should know their time is up.
Yes,
right?
there's a ton.
You said, yeah, that's crazy. Like, it's time to go.
Dude, I'll say, yeah, that's crazy to some of the more mundane things.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Like I was up till 10 p.m. doing laundry last night. That's fucking
That's
crazy.
dude. Trent?
For the whistlers in the room, how often are you whistling?
I catch myself on the way into the office.
Yeah, not enough.
Why?
honestly.
Why do you whistle?
I'm in a good mood.
It makes you feel good. It's like exercising.
Do it in your head.
Yeah, don't bother us with it.
No,
With all the noise going on in the city, the whistle's going to push you over the
you
edge.
need to hear it, Klemmer.
No, I don't. I don't need. No one wants to
I
hear
like the
it.
way
You need to know what it
feels coming
sounds
out of
like
my
when you
lips.
talk.
It's not as charming.
I wish I could do this whistle so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Just to do it.
They're obnoxious, those people.
Those ones stink. Yeah, I
They are
wish I could do it.
obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's always a bigger gentleman, too.
Yeah, it's the who's the dude that I was gonna say that Mincy killed, but who was that
Bandy
guy?
Whistler.
Bandy Whistler.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah, that guy. Like, just I don't know how even physically it works.
That's gross, having to put your hands in your mouth.
It's also
Yeah.
true.
I'm going to go with lingerers just because the whistling, you guys claim to be whistlers, but I mean, I've known you all for a decent amount of time. I don't remember you guys whistling. And I don't think the people who whistle all that much. Certainly not enough to annoy me.
If
Whistling
you're whistling at
can-
work,
Well, I do remember this. What's the fucking song?
Don't worry, be happy.
I think it's Lil Wayne. No, when it's like a cop car.
No, that's Bobby Valentino.
Oh. Really
Song
are
came out on Pokey.
Horrible at it.
You're
Mrs. Officer by
you're not
Lil
really a whistler. You're sort of like
a tempter.
mimicking a breeze.
Fair enough.
It's a breeze.
You know that one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Right. So that was playing while we were doing film review with the car, and he's like, "This fucking song, like it drove him nuts." So I told kids in practice, go near him and do that same type of beat. But the guy wanted, and he just kept looking, couldn't figure out who it was. By like an hour and a half, he's ready to fucking
wait,
strangle
don't they just go
someone.
like we?
Yes, but it's with a whistle.
Oh.
There is a whistle in it. Yes. So like, imagine
Oh,
that.
how do you guys not pick that?
You
That
got
is
guys
awful.
in. You got guys in.
Clemmer, I never
helmets.
hear it.
I just heard it now. That's infuriating.
not-
I'm gonna ruin Klemmer's
I
life.
would rather that than Klemmer is also you're not a sound guy. Like you don't like the sound of silverware.
Oh no.
When KB got
there's
a screaming
disease.
match.
There's a disease. I have those diseases. I'm not going to tell anybody because we work in as Francis described it, Chuck E. Cheese for the mentally insane. So the minute I say what drives me nuts and my voice, my sound, it will be here instantly. So I'm not going to tip off what it is.
I need to know what that is.
I'm so curious now.
No. But there is something on 2020. It's like you have this thing and it makes people go homicidal. Like the girl's mother's voice made her go like homicidal.
Like a brown noise.
Fucking hated it.
For murder.
It's whatever it is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mine is ice in the cup. That fucking when people shake their coffee.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand that. Mincy would do it all the time on Pick Central. And it would be like there's nothing left, but there's 46 ice cubes left, and he'd just go like this, and it's just flying all over.
Oh man, you know something I've learned recently? Nate.
Oh boy.
For his afternoon coffee, he gets a cold brew or whatever. Before every single sip, he picks it up, shakes it, and then takes a sip.
I hate that.
It drives me fucking insane.
Now, if that coffee
that.
was
I don't know why you
attached to
guys are
another human,
saying-
would it still drive you insane?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
If I did
What if
that?
it was Klemmer doing it?
Yeah.
It's a good question. Somehow not as much.
It wouldn't drive. I hate when people just go like this all day. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Can you whistle going inhale?
I can.
I think I realized I can do.
That's the inhale.
You almost fucking.
Yeah.
That's the
It's gonna
exhale.
fucking kill you. Francis, the whistler versus the lingerer.
I don't mind whistlers. I also, like Nick said, it's just rare these days that you hear someone who can't stop themselves from whistling. We don't live in the Truman Show or
One of the seven
Pleasantville.
dwarves.
Woman that he ran down the other week.
It's a dying art form. It's such an old-fashioned thing. In fact, old songs, there are a lot of old songs that incorporate whistling, and I actually love that in those old songs, and you don't hear songs that often that have it anymore. So I don't mind whistling. So the lingerer, oh my God, dude. There are people at this company that do it, and not going to name names, but also I have no problem at this point in my life just straight up telling someone, I'm sorry, would you mind? I'm trying to catch up with this person.
Sometimes here it doesn't work though.
Yeah, no, it won't
Can't
work.
do it here
No,
that
something
way.
doesn't
But
work.
like people I've had where
What are you working on?
they get offended. Yeah. What do
You guys know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. What are you working on that's so important?
Oh,
I don't think I'm a lingerer, but now I'm so worried about Nick's fucking thing. Like that time I asked you for the T-shirt thing, I'm better off just calling you on the phone in the office.
You don't linger.
All right.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
think
you don't.
No. But now I know everybody's so hypersensitive to it. So
I don't know. Definitely not hypersensitive.
No,
It's-
this
It takes a
this
lot.
Consistent behavior.
This place has a wild amount of
It's
lingerers.
also because you're working, and then like when you're like, even I've put headphones on, and people have still just been like, and you see wow, they're
headphones.
still talking. Headphones mean nothing here.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Oh, I put headphones on and then I turn on a never-ending thunderstorm on YouTube, and that I still get tapped on the back. If you have headphones on and you're writing, what it would take for me to interrupt you to get you to take your headphones off to tell you
Emergency.
something, it'd have to be so pressing.
Building's on fire.
Yeah, even if it was about you or something, you just gotta wait. Like
Yeah.
if it's not that pressing.
Right.
So lingerer, Klemmer.
It's obviously I'm gonna say whistler here, and I'm gonna lose. It's fine, but like, I would say since I've been working here, the lingerers are starting to move up the charts. Like I never had a problem with lingerers as much as I had since I started here. I don't know what it is about this place.
We should do a lingering draft.
And no one in this room, by the way, no one in this room is criminal of this, but criminal of this, crime of this, committed this
Has
act.
committed.
I
this
might be
crime.
guilty of being too brisk.
Culpable of this?
Too brisk. You
too
think
brisk.
you leave a conversation too early?
Sometimes I just turn around. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nick.
It's lingerer for sure. Having a lingerer over to your apartment, you drop all the hints. Oh, I'm exhausted. You're
Oh.
yawning.
Jesus.
Oh,
That's bad.
I gotta get to bed.
So the lingerer is going to move on. Now we have the 1 seed versus the 16 seed Cheyenne. The Cheyenne's going to be fun because we have a lot of weird ones that need explanation from individual people. First of which being, which by the way, for those of you that haven't been on this before, Cheyenne games, start playing game. CVS managers, Rico.
yeah, I wonder who put that.
No, this one we say who did what.
Oh, okay.
This in the chains we do.
you played it off cool though.
Yeah.
We would have never
No
known.
idea.
Why CVS managers?
I think it said CVS managers who shove self-checkout down your throat. That's what I believe it said. Yeah, if I'm gonna work there, I should get 10% off.
Oh, okay. So
If you're gonna make me fucking work, do the thing. Like there were no joke. I went at 2 a.m. for something, and I'm like, anybody working behind here? No, but we could put you through self-checkout. I was like, why can't you jump behind there? Well, I gotta watch this area. I went, for who? It's 2 a.m, lady. You can jump behind the thing. It never works. You got to scan the code. Place it in the bag. It's in
wait for an assistant.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
You're on to something. 5% off for a self-checkout?
Yes,
Bro.
should
What a
absolutely be a
genius.
discount.
So here's the thing. They have an agenda. When the fucking big receipts started going everywhere, they were leaking that to the press. They were saying, BuzzFeed, write articles about this. You guys do this. Tweet about it. Tweet it. I'm convinced.
You think
Because
CBS was calling TMZ?
100%. Because at the same time, the big receipts is when they phased out their workers and nobody all of a sudden was behind the thing. So it's like it's a little delusion tactic or diversion
Red
tactic.
herring. Yeah.
Boy, Rico's conflation of words is
No, he
frequent.
reads, though. It's okay.
I speak. I speak faster than I think.
No, I'm amazed by this.
You know how to read. I'll give you
Klemmer-
I knew the word right away.
I know.
A legit conspiracy.
When they were going
I like
to
it.
self-checkout, every time I opened up the internet, it was a meme about the big receipt.
It is.
Buddha
Darren
Ben,
Ravel?
Buddha Ben literally like put a ban on them, and no one went to CVS because of Buddha Ben. I stopped going
Yeah.
for a little bit because of him, because of the receipts.
So like Darren Ravel, I think was a serial offender of this. Do you think he's in the pocket of
100%.
big convenience
Yeah.
store?
I mean, we'll ask Jeff. Jeff is like best friends with him.
He was.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah, we did a podcast with him once pre-Barstool. It was very interesting. We were talking about something, and he turned his hat around like Ash Ketchum when we got to a certain topic. It's a weird dude.
This is bizarre.
He's actually like that.
Yeah, he's actually very strange. Sally Mae.
Oh, yeah. I'd fight with Sally Mae. That's an everyday villain. You get those receipts, the payments. Yeah.
That's fair.
Sally Mae's a villain.
Sally Mae and Freddie Mac.
right.
One of those went
Just Sally Mae, yeah, one of them. But my thing was that when I was like dead broke and like that was 30% of your paycheck was your student loan payment, when they would call if you were a day late, I decided the only way that I'm going to feel better about paying this money, which I did borrow and it's convoluted, but was to motherfuck them for 40 minutes while I did it.
Yeah.
Like make them feel like idiots, like yell at them. So this was a very dark place, but like make fun of where they're from. Like,
Jesus Christ.
of course. Well, no. Like,
Of course, you're from Africa.
no. I picked states. I would pick states. Like, of course you don't know anything. You're from fucking Utah. Like,
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going for.
oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, like
When he talks,
they-
everything makes sense,
Yeah.
Like,
they would do
everything-
the thing too. Like, is this number a good number to reach you? And they give you the phone number. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, you didn't fully verify that it was me, so you just give it out. I said, what else do you give out? Sexual preference, you fucking weirdo, like that, and then you give him the $300 payment. And you're like, you have a headache from yelling, but you feel a little bit better. It's like a punching bag.
That's just
We feel better.
That's a regular guy. He's just doing
Yeah,
it.
well, what do you want me to do?
What's your average?
Not that.
I'm getting a few
I
shots
yell at
in.
them.
I'm getting a few shots in.
Bots on Twitter.
Yeah, who's the guy? I have you need a graphic design, whoever that graphic design.
yeah.
The bot
High quality logos.
great quality logos. Like it used to be the other girl showing her fucking
Oops, I still get her.
I still got-
yeah, it's like,
I enjoy the traffic cone.
Traffic
Traffic
cone comes
cone,
around.
just like
He's not, is he a bot or is he just a guy?
the NFT
guy, right?
guys were on there for
NFT
a
guys
while.
are
Like,
slow.
Oh, that's annoying.
bot guys on Twitter are truthfully an everyday villain.
But you also hate real people on Twitter as well.
It's also true.
Right, but the bots, at least those people are doing their own opinions. These guys are true
Yeah.
robots.
Bots can get you paid now.
Yeah, it's true.
Interactions gets you paid.
Crazy.
Anything that requires a password. Here, with the whatever the login system we got now, I agree with you. It's a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I mean, you
One
have to have
login
different passwords. There's different requirements for a password. Like, yeah, it's an everyday villain for me.
I like that one. Favor texters.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
A lot of it
I
is
like
kind of from here. I do think I'm a
Wait
very...
a second. You're a favor texter.
Absolutely not.
What? Your whole phone is because you want favors from them.
No, those are...
What about all the merch you get for free? Is that a favor?
No, that's a relationship. Me wearing it elevates their program.
Such a piece of shit.
And I don't just... If I was just constantly... Every text was merch. Then you talk about...
No, you give back.
Different
It's
things.
not all.
Yeah, I always give back.
You're not all just a favor guy, but
Yeah,
you're a favor guy.
The favorite text out of nowhere is always like, you can't ignore it. It's tough. It's tough to balance.
This one's from Nick. In high school, the cheerleader that always had a knee brace on.
Why? Yeah, there's always a cheerleader with a fucking knee brace. She always makes it known. She's always limping around. There's always a cheerleader with a fucking knee brace. It annoyed me.
It's always
hobbling through the hallways.
The base one.
Yeah, once the
base.
known. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. It's a reason her knee.
And he was
out.
buckling.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's every high school's got one, and they love to make it known.
Yep.
Really, that's a good one because there always is one.
There's something about other people's injuries. My buddy in college counted the days that this girl was wearing a foot brace. It's like, it has to be healed.
My God,
It has to be healed.
Oh, was she hit by a Cadillac?
UConn?
Yeah, I don't know.
Potentially.
She cheated on the final in sport management.
The person that abruptly stops while walking to text or look at a map.
Oh my God! In New York, it's the worst. You have a nice pace going, and they stop right in front of you, and then like if you bump, they blame it on you.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
And this one I really like, but this is a very specific to us one. People who tag you in doppelganger posts.
Jesus Christ! Mine's hat and glasses. Then I'm 100 tags.
Anybody with red hair.
Oh yeah.
Imagine.
I don't know what it's nuts.
Glasses, a goatee, and like a little chubby. It's me. It's endless.
Luckily, I don't have any distinguishing characters.
Do you get tagged in doppelganger posts? It's like, hey, Klemmer, this guy looks just like you.
Yeah.
Or this car antenna.
Right, yeah. This skeleton looks like you. Or yeah.
Just that inflatable thing at car sales.
Yeah. Look, it's Klemmer in front of it's Buick.
It's probably 50 a day, and like if I get a bunch of notifications on my phone, I know it's like that. There's this plane mechanic that talks about Lord of the Rings.
What?
I get tagged in.
Really?
So much.
A lot. You don't seem like a guy that would get tagged.
Oh, I have common face.
I understand.
Yeah. Oh, I get it all the time.
I understand.
I get like in the KenJac world of TikTok. I feel like there's a lot of
those
out there, and I get tagged in those constantly.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, participating in activities that I don't like. A lot of mug shots I get of like, yeah.
Oh, you're a bad boy.
I do.
Oh,
I kind of get it because when I see one that looks like one of you guys, I laugh. But when it's me, I'm always kind of like insulted a little bit.
Yeah, you were a little insulted. I went to Williamsburg 2 weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, waiter looked like you." He goes, "Everyone looks like me in Williamsburg."
Yeah, everybody does.
Very,
look like me in
very
Williamsburg.
annoyed.
Of course, somebody looked like me in Williamsburg.
And Nick, I'm looking at this guy. I could see it.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about Lord of the Rings, and
I don't know how big you are in the planes.
I'm not. I hate planes.
I mean, it kind of looks like Nick.
You and Caleb Presley.
And Greer.
Yeah.
But it just takes one feature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see
looks
more
like
Greer than.
That looks a lot more like Greer.
Yeah, the
Start
long
tagging
hair.
Greer in those.
I get tagged in. I think it was Chance the Rapper's manager.
Oh, that's not even close.
Oh no!
Wait, hold on. But it's. Oh wait, that one was better. This one, that's like me and Caleb.
That is 100% you
Yeah.
and Caleb combined.
Feidelberg has a ton too.
Bites has, but
Wildberg's got a ton, yes.
they're always gross too.
Oh yeah.
There's like that one. I think it was a condom commercial guy. He had actually looked like him, but the blobfish is rough.
Rico's is the funniest one.
Which one's mine? Ryan Weathers of
guy who-
San Diego Padres.
Oh, the guy who dances, the bigger guy who dances with his feet around.
yeah,
that
yeah,
one was a good
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys know that one.
There's a TikTok ad of a guy like chipping a putt that looks just like Francis.
I get a lot.
Just anybody with red hair though.
Anybody with red hair.
Yeah.
Or anyone blonde.
All right. Any out of this list, let's vote to win the chain game. CVS managers, Sally Mae, bots on Twitter, anything that requires a password, favorite texters, the cheerleader with the with the brace on, the person that abruptly stops, or the people who tag you in your doppelgangers. Nick, which one do you want?
I think it's favor texters because it's the name pops up on your phone and they always try to start off with something like, "Hey man, how's the move?" And you're just like, "What is this about? Let's get to it." "Hey man, what's up?" And there's like, "Do you still blank?" It's just so just like,
what do you need?
and I always do it, even if it inconveniences me a ton.
Yep.
I want to say no.
Should we try to text somebody
Favor?
favor? Who do you think? Who do you think's the most or least likely to do a favor out of this office?
Well,
Big
no,
T
it's
won't.
I should have specified. It's the people come out of the woodwork for the
Yeah.
favor.
Yeah.
And it's like right away.
Especially when you work
know.
here.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
it's tough.
happens more.
Someone who's never going to return the favor.
Yes.
Someone who has nothing they can offer you.
You can't offer a single thing. That's the worst.
Let's like
And it's-
text Sass right now and be like, "Hey, could you go to my desk real
And
quick?"
it's not their fault, but it's tough because I do consider myself like generous. You know what I mean? Like you never. Yeah.
If you pass on my nephew's resume to Dave, here are some courtside seats to the Knicks.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
you got
that-
something in return for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. You never get that in
Never. Oh,
return.
okay,
There's no quid pro quo whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are the delusional people too. Just pitch I got this idea for Dave. You think
Always.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I always go, I don't know how much you follow. I'm lucky he talks to me.
Yeah.
I always say it's a good idea. Let me do it, and I never do it.
Yeah.
Because that one, anything with Dave, I will never do.
Klemmer?
Oh, it's Twitter bots. I'll have a post a tweet. I think it's clever or something, and I got comments, and it's like, this is about NFTs. This has nothing to do with my witty comment, my witty tweets, and it makes me sad.
I don't think I've ever seen one of your tweets that didn't involve you at a place like of where something was done in New York City or a bet. I don't think you've tweeted anything funny.
Funny things about baseball, or get mad at
There's nothing funny about baseball.
MLB owners, or sometimes talk about how Marty's dumb.
Start getting some thoughts off on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, share an opinion.
I've tweeted every single thought ever, so I have none left. But you should.
We know, Marty.
I know. That's what I just said.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Francis?
Awesome.
Damn.
I think you guys
Klemmer.
genuinely dislike one another.
Whoa.
New favorite rivalry. These two.
I'm going to go with the person who stops to look at their phone and stops the flow. That just drives me nuts. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, especially here.
I'm also going to go bots on Twitter.
Bots on Twitter.
They've weirdly changed Twitter in a way that makes me want to use it less, which I hate because I love Twitter.
Yeah, we were born in this, and it's funny because it's like the least profitable platform.
That's what they tell us at every company meeting.
Yeah, every company meeting, they're like, get the fuck off
Like,
Twitter.
stop being on Twitter. I'm like, I'm going to be on Twitter more now.
Yeah.
So the bots drive me crazy.
Marty?
Favorite guy. It's going to sound. Knowing someone famous is the worst thing ever.
What do you mean by
Because
that?
someone asks you, can you ask them to do something for me?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you feel weird because then it's like, well, that why you're friends with them. Can you give me a ticket to this? Can you give me a shout out for my cousin's birthday? It's just nonstop.
Damn, dude, I'm so sorry.
Did you do something?
No, it sucks that you know so many famous.
Reed just put himself on the Reed cam in the middle of that.
Oh, in the middle. Yeah.
Wait, can we get the Reed cam again?
Oh, yeah.
What a shot. What a Reed shot. Rico.
I think Sally Mae is still an everyday villain if you haven't paid off your loans.
That was a close one for me because that was, for a few years, it's a nightmare.
Oh, it's hell. You paid him off?
Yeah.
Oh, foreplay must be doing well.
But I did for a long time. I just forgot. I acted like they didn't exist.
But you
And
also
it
didn't
ruined my credit forever.
You didn't get boned. You were in state. You were an Iowa resident who went to Iowa, right?
I did not go to Iowa, but from Iowa. I went to a smaller university in Cedar Rapids.
Oh, I thought you went to Iowa.
No, I did
Okay.
not.
Yeah, no, he's just an Iowa guy.
No. I'm not knocking that, but like private, when you take out the privates, you're getting just boned.
Oh, yeah.
Like the private schools, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're tied between bots on Twitter and favorite texters. Reed? Throw on the Reed cam before you answer.
Reed cam.
Yeah.
Oh, and he doesn't put on his mic.
Oh,
Unreal.
Oh, Reed.
Can you say those options again, please?
We have bots on Twitter versus favorite texters. Which one's the worst everyday enemy?
I'm gonna go favorite textures. Those affect me more. I don't really tweet a whole lot, so I have to go with that. I think.
Favorites of people
texters.
asking you.
Please
Favorites
make
of
your.
people asking me.
Yeah, what are they asking you for?
Have you got so you're young enough. Do you have people like from your friends from college who are like, yo, can you show this to Dave?
all the time.
Okay, all right.
It's unbelievable. So we're gonna have favorite texters versus our number 1 seed overall, which is any group of teens. Any group of teens whatsoever as an everyday enemy.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna start out with you, Rico.
I had a bad experience in LBI. These kids come up like, hey, you want to see Batman? And it's just holding like a Chinese food container. And I did that thing where like I'm legally not allowed to punch this kid in the face on family vacation with all my siblings, but I really want to punch you in the face, so I chose the thing. Not now, pal. Like you do the look away because if I look at you, it's gonna end bad. And yeah, they're just teens being teens. So teens are easily a number one. Whoever came up with this, they're just dumb. Yeah, everywhere.
What is the end
Whoever
of
came
that?
up with
what
teenagers?
happens with Batman?
Yeah, what was
I don't know. I didn't want to find out. But it's some kind of gimmick.
Holding Chinese food?
Some kind of gimmick that there was like
It's like
It's- I don't-
52 card pick. Want to play 52
something.
card
Yeah.
pickup?
Whatever the punchline was, I restrained myself enough to not look. So
I need to
be
know.
proud of me.
What if it was Batman though?
Yeah, and I'm gonna look up.
I missed out.
I'd
Tell
say
you what, there's very few things that a teen could come up to me and say that would make me not engage because it's like I know you knew something was up. Like
Yeah.
you know,
But what if that kid then explodes the Chinese food in your face and then you are allowed to punch them?
yeah, I believe you are.
Mhm. legally speaking.
Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't it feel good to hit one?
I'm on. I already used my 2 strikes. 5 years ago, yeah, it would have been great.
So one for teens, Marty.
Teens easily.
I'm going the favor still.
Favor?
It just makes me feel weird. Saying no or trying and then I can't get the favor done is even worse. And teens just scare the shit out of me, so I just try and stay the way.
Mm-hmm. Teens?
I'm going to go with teens as well, especially since I moved to New York. When I moved to New York, the like packs of teens on the subway, they scare the shit out of me. So every time I see them, I'm like, I've never been bullied, but I know that they would love to bully me. So I just try to avoid them. So I'm definitely going with teens.
Another one for teens.
Oh, man, it's teens by a mile. Teens are really a problem. They're really a problem. And
Because they turn you on so much, Francis?
that, and, you know, they just keep their mouth. They don't shut their mouth. But more importantly, to Rico's point, there's nothing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you start talking back to them, you're just the old man yelling at clouds. Look at you, boomer, blah, blah, blah. And if you hit them, you're in trouble. So, yeah, it's teens for sure.
Teens.
And they usually know that fact, too.
Oh yeah,
they know
It gives them
Smart
so
enough
much
to
They're
know.
invincible, man.
Yeah.
Teens, they got nothing to lose.
Absolutely nothing
No?
to lose.
Yeah, teens.
Did you do anything shitty as a teen?
Oh yeah, I was an asshole teen.
Wait, didn't you threw a table at a woman, didn't you?
No, that was as a 20-year-old. It wasn't at a woman. I flipped the table up and I spilled a drink on her. I felt very bad about, or many drinks on her. No, I vandalized the house. I vandalized several houses, but like we threw eggs and golf balls and
Golf balls.
yeah,
That's
What an
psychotic.
at a house. And then we all jumped in a car. And then I thought the cops were chasing us, so I shut my headlights off and I drove off of like a 20-foot ravine. Cops came.
You called me an asshole for taking the family portrait and you
That's way
golf
worse.
balls through people's windows?
It didn't go through anyone's windows. It did affect their sighting.
It's way worse.
Oh, it was
than that.
way worse to steal a family photo. And I am admitting I was an asshole. That was the thing. I was horrible. Like that was bad.
You're a scumbag.
You don't have much as a teen. Anything that makes you laugh. My uncle got us Nets tickets, like 10 rows off in the baseline, and they gave out the foam fingers. The Thunder sticks
Yeah.
for the second half. And this poor bastard sitting next to us was just trying to take pictures. And I did the thing where you go a little further. And the guys I'm with are cracking up. And that's all you have as a teen. Like,
Yeah.
It's
you
a
laugh. Like, what?
It's a laugh.
That's it. That's all you really got.
Single laugh.
Especially sophomore year of high school. You might as well just be
Yeah.
a dead.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Can't try.
I would say junior year is actually worse than sophomore.
No, because junior year, your friends are getting licenses. You're an upperclassman.
Yeah, but you're
Sophomore,
not
in that mix of like,
You're trying hard to impress the upperclassmen,
yeah,
too.
but you have nothing. Like your only life was like Sweet 16 parties. That was it.
I vandalized that house junior year.
There you go.
Sophomore, junior year, that's when I think, especially boys, are the worst human beings around.
Yeah, boys.
Mm-hmm. So teens are going to win, but Nick?
Yeah, it's teens. They're fearless. I don't know why, like, you have the urge to, like, not impress them, but not embarrass yourself in front of them. Like, I'm very self-conscious of what I'm wearing when a group of teens is around, and I don't know why. Yeah, teens.
Teens. Before we get to the second half of the bracket, let's hear from BetterHelp. Lights Camera Barstool is sponsored by BetterHelp. Look, if you're in any sort of like struggle, you have a lot of anxiety, you got anything, therapy is the way to fix it. I've done it. Half the people at our company have done it. It's an incredible way to help you work through things, any issues you might have, especially now for us with Dave back. We're going to be doing a lot more therapy. So if you're thinking of giving or starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. I used BetterHelp over the pandemic because they were able to give me therapy through video instead of having to go in person. It's awesome. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/lights today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lights. Shout out to BetterHelp. All right. Number 6 versus the number 11. Number 6 seed is the guy that asks mundane questions at the end of a work meeting. This is submitted one that I thought was really good.
It's good.
Just you drag on something everyone expected to be over. Because I think the second that anybody running a meeting says, does anybody have any questions? If you have questions, you keep it to yourself. You ask them later.
You email later.
So when Rico asks KFC how to get in touch with him, gotta go to the bathroom.
Precisely.
Yeah, that got misconstrued. I just valued his time. I thought he was a busy guy. So like now I know don't ask him any questions.
No questions asked.
I use that as a sign of respect.
That's going up against the number 11 seed. And this kind of goes to what we were talking about a little bit before, the person that doesn't wait for you to get off a train before they get on.
Oh, that came up? Oh, yeah, that's...
We were talking about it a little bit before. I counted it as slightly separate from spatial awareness because that person just being like a dick on purpose. Spatial awareness is more like an ignorance thing where they're like not trying to. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's different. But no, this one, now I'm glad people shed light on it. Yeah, the like, where do you think I'm going to go?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, Nick.
We double that with what pisses me off more is elevators.
You throw elevators on there.
People coming on while you were trying to get off the elevator.
We'll throw elevators on
Raise
top
their
of that.
kids better.
You should just be able to elbow them as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Shoulder.
Anybody that's getting on a subway or an elevator before you've had the chance to leave, you should be able to hit.
Mm-hmm.
This is
between the numbers,
yeah.
It's a good matchup.
shoulder,
Body, yeah,
head.
just body stuff.
Just hit him with the body.
Yeah.
So, Nick, it is the guy who extends the meeting versus the elevator/train door person.
These are two heavy hitters. Extending the meeting is super annoying at the time, and it probably only extends the meeting 3-4 minutes, but you're ready for that fucking thing to be over. And then the people trying to get onto the subway as you're getting off, it's a couple seconds, but it makes me angrier. It's rude. At least the person asking questions is either trying or just dumb or inquisitive. I'll go with Subway.
Call them the border. The border gets one vote.
Yeah, it's the, what do you call it? The border?
Yeah.
It's the border here. It's like a day. If you live in New York, it's like a daily thing too. Like it never fails. I very rarely do I get off a subway during like a rush hour and someone isn't trying to get on. But it's like, where are you going?
Exactly.
Give me a second. It's not like the subway doors shut that fast. Just give me a fucking second.
Mm-hmm. Francis?
We're talking about getting on the subway or
Elevator,
or what's the other one?
going up against the guy who extends the meeting by asking questions.
I'm going elevator / subway person. It just, it's just you are saying, fuck your needs.
Mm-hmm.
My needs are more important.
Mm-hmm.
And it stuffs things up.
3-0 in favor of the border here.
4-0.
4-0.
People drive me crazy. Tells me everything I need to know about those people.
Absolutely.
As soon as it happens. And I know that they never learn.
No.
The person who does that today is going to do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And that drives me crazy.
That's why you got to get that big body of yours in there.
I like being able to hit him. I think being able to shoulder him.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? I was planning to walk out. I'm within my rights.
It's not like a subway or an elevator is a new thing. It's not like there's not a system.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's nice on the Roosevelt Island tram? When you get on, one door opens, and when you get off, another door opens. So it gets rid of that whole problem. I kind of wish subways were like that. I know it's impossible with different platforms. I get it, but that's the ideal.
They have that on a lot of those airport trams.
Yes.
Too. Inter-terminal trams.
That is the ideal system. We should move mostly to that. Marty?
Subway, elevator. Subway doesn't make any sense because you can see the people trying to get out.
Right.
And it's like, what elevator still is insane because you always have to assume someone got in the elevator before I got out the other day. And I was like, I wanted
crazy,
to
man.
fucking kill them. Just wait 2 seconds. That's it.
And it makes no sense because you're going to have to get out anyway.
Yes.
It's not like it makes the elevator go faster.
You are thinking about nothing else but yourself when you do that.
I'll give you one even further than that. When you do the thing, so you get in the elevator and you're in the level or the one closest to the door and Nick's behind me, right? I'm not going to make eye contact with her, check like who needs to get off. But if you have a brain and it's jammed up in that elevator, you step off to the side, figure out, take a little thing, and then you got people coming in while you're clearly stepping to the side, and now you lose a spot. Hold on. I want you dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like where we go.
It's the same people that think the people mover in an airport's a ride. You keep walking on that.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, those things are crazy too.
All right, now we have the number 3 versus the 14. The 3 seed.
Trent got really quiet. Do you just stand still on the people mover?
No, I was with you on that one.
Okay.
No way. People who stand there, that's psychotic.
I think it's crazy that there's even a stand and walk thing on it.
Yeah.
Right. They give people the option. That's a mistake.
Yeah. Now we have the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed is the security button at all Dwayne Reeds that makes it impossible to go in and buy deodorant in under 10 minutes.
Oh.
He's locked
It's a very specific example.
Every locked up.
Shit just keeps getting stolen, I guess.
Yeah.
Deodorant, let him steal it.
Let him steal the deodorant. That
Please,
margin.
please steal deodorant.
Yeah. But those security, especially, and this isn't just a New York thing. I remember I've tweeted about this before, like in all the bigger cities, Midwest, whatever.
More and more stuff is getting behind that plastic.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Crazy the stuff they lock up now. They had socks at Target the other day. They locked up the socks.
Why are you guys going to these fucking stores?
What?
Amazon has all this shit, and it's way cheaper.
I don't plan ahead enough to like, oh, I'm out of deodorant. I need it now.
Dude, I get a pack of 12 from Amazon, same product, Rite Aid, CVS, mark that shit up 1.5 times. You're paying way more.
You don't think there's something to go to a store?
Like anything?
Yeah,
I like the
clothing. I like trying clothing on.
Yeah, like walking around for a little bit.
Yeah, but toiletries, fucking razor blades.
I never even think to use
not
Amazon.
even deodorant, creams, all that shit, toothpaste.
I just go to the store. It's like it's almost like habitual at this point. I don't even think to go to Amazon.
Have it arrive at your house tomorrow.
I like to browse and discover new brands and products.
What makes them
Browsing
an
at
elite?
CVS?
What makes them an elite dozen
That's a
player?
dark morning.
You still try on clothes?
I like to.
yeah.
Heavens no.
I think it's
Yeah.
insane.
Oh yeah,
I don't like to online shop because I know I'll never send something back.
Well, no, but what about this? Like
That's
on
it.
Amazon, you order a shirt. Like you're going away for a bachelor party,
I
or
don't order
you have a
clothes.
work party. Like you need to go. All right, Friday night or somebody's birthday. Oh, I need a shirt for the weekend. I think going to the mall, you can see 9 to 10 different stores. You could see it in person. It's better than how it fits. You also, I think I wrote about this last week. You get that like hidden gem thing. You go to the store you didn't expect, and it's like, oh, fits like a glove. Wasn't expecting to buy this. Boom, I'm good to go for Friday night. Like, looks good. Rather than Amazon, it comes wrong size. How
Bro,
does it look? It's different shade.
I don't disagree. Clothing, I love trying it on. Wow, I didn't expect this to look
Right,
so
yeah.
good. What a treat. But you know, basic stuff where you know what deodorant you want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what you need. You've been using the same thing for like 15 years. I need a refill. Okay. You're going to go to CVS, get one of those people that hate their fucking job to come back with this squiggly key. They don't even understand it. They have to call someone else. Then you have to get in line.
Yeah, I
The
just
guy who's
You
buying.
have to call it over the
I hate
voice too.
when you're buying fucking toilet paper and everybody in the fucking Dwayne Reed knows you have to take a shit.
A plunger. I saw a plunger
Saw a
locked up.
plunger. What? I went to go get Swiffer pads this morning. I just chose not to get them.
Mm-hmm.
you know what crack
Makes me not want to get it.
I worked at Target for 2 summers in college. They had little pocket knives that were like this big, locked up. Underneath it was a camping machete.
Yeah, and that's not
Unlocked.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody's gonna run in this store right now. The good thing we're not gonna hit us with a 3-inch blade instead of this machete.
Dude,
Any machete.
I think that's more the point of this is like
or axe.
it's not like it's not like that you don't want to go to get it's impulsive, right? So like you're going because I need this thing now. Like if I was like, oh, impulsively I want to get like a thing of ice cream from CVS on the way home. My local CVS locks up all the ice cream. So like I need to press a button and be like, hey, I'm a fat fuck. I need you to come open up my ice cream for me, please. It's insane.
I don't
not
get how
convenient
this is
anymore.
all stopping people from stealing it because you could still get it, wait for them to walk away,
Exactly.
and then steal it.
Wow,
Exactly.
I never thought of that. I swear to God.
Either.
Oh, wow.
Really good point.
It's just to say, it's just like it's not preventing anybody
Nothing
at all.
If it just prevents people from buying the product because they don't want to be like inconvenienced.
This
by it.
Dwayne Reed does have a security guard at the door.
Yeah, they do. The CVS I go to, the one across from Penn, though, they are just a misery factory. Everything is locked up.
Yeah, the Dwayne Reed, when I lived in the city, they locked up beef jerky, pistachios,
What are we
like
fucking doing?
every
here?
like I'm with you. Like if I want something like that, then you got to call somebody over and they have to get that
Not
out for you.
doing
That's
Oh,
crazy.
go to a bodega.
Yeah, well, that's usually what ends up happening.
Go to a bodega. You're supporting a local smaller business.
I just go to the airport stuff. So airport size shampoo, airport deodorant. I just buy that.
Instead.
Yeah.
The border is going to, but here's the Dwayne Reed. It's going up against the number 14 seed. We're going to call it bad door holding etiquette. So either something that lets the door shut right in your face or they hold it open when you're way too far away. So combination of those two things. Bad door guy versus the Dwayne Reed and all these convenience stores locking everything up. Start with you, Rico.
What do you think about the guy who holds the door far away, but then also says, take your time? Like, so shows I'm in no
I
rush.
hate him even more.
Depends on how he says it.
I hate him even more.
I like
You do
that.
this.
I know he does that.
Every once in a while,
I like that.
Don't misjudge.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to, like, I just cursed out a Sally Mae employee. I'm not going to be a miserable prick. And, like, you see somebody come and you hold it and they do the little fake hurry up step, the double time.
Yeah.
You're like, no, take your time. It's all good. Like, if you're going nowhere, you still get mad at those people for holding the door for you?
If I'm forced to hurry up to make it, then yes, I think. But also, I get where you're coming from. Like, I don't want to like obviously shut it when this person's coming in.
Right.
And if I misjudge it, then sure, that sucks. But still,
I think it's CVS, though, in a long run, by
Yeah.
the way. So, but
Marty?
I was just throwing it out there.
It's definitely the CVS. I don't like doing the little the little shimmy, trying to get to the door faster because I don't like that. I just don't. I'll either pretend that someone's not behind me, that I didn't see it, or I'm usually just doing that, actually. I never really hold it.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
I mean, I always hold it right behind me, and I'm a big hit the handicap thing, so it stays open.
Okay. That makes also a lot of sense.
I'm gonna go with CVS as well. I think I have like a really good judge with the door holding stuff on both sides. I think I hold it the right amount. I think I'm at the right distances, so I don't have a problem with that. I actually take pride in how good I am at that. But the CVS thing drives me insane. When they started locking up everything, then I just like didn't want to go there. I'm a big snacks guy.
Yeah.
Clearly. So as that got more and more locked up, I didn't want to go anymore.
So they've helped you.
What do you mean?
By making you not buy snacks.
That's not helpful in my eyes.
Okay, fair.
Because I like it. I still like the snacks. It doesn't make me like them less.
Now you just don't get them there.
Right. I just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's a nuisance.
Francis?
Well, the CBS thing, as I've said, I've just cut that out of my life out of spite. I refuse to go to those fucking stores anymore. The markup is crazy. So what's the other option?
The door holding etiquette.
Yeah, I'll go with that. That's pretty good. One time I was holding a door for a woman, and as I was holding it, she was coming, and she goes, "Do you think I can't hold the door for myself because I'm a woman?" And I was like, to be honest with you, I couldn't even tell that you were a woman. Very short haircut. And, that didn't go well. But yeah, the door holding etiquette. Yeah.
Door holding, Klemmer.
Yeah, I love living in New York City. It's great, but in New Hampshire, nothing's locked up. It's great. You can go and get your deodorant. Everything's and coming to New York now and having everything locked up is so infuriating. And I have to get in Francis's pattern of getting this stuff on Amazon because it's driving me fucking crazy. Like deodorant has now become a thing where I'm becoming really annoyed. And then I get annoyed because then I think of all the people with BO. It's like I'm like, just set it free. I'm just getting very upset even thinking about it. So it has to be that.
It's a different side that comes out to Klemmer. Like he's
irritated.
He hates you.
He hates me.
What is that about?
So we spent a lot of time together today. I think I'm just burned out on Marty today. It's fine. I love Marty, of course.
We had a coworker today that was very stinky. That was
Hey?
in our area. He was stinky.
Oh, I'm glad.
Really?
Rancid.
Oh no.
It was no good.
Ooh, that's not fun.
Yeah, it was no fun.
Easiest guess of all time.
I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Like, what is the thought process there?
I have no idea.
As soon as you stink once, too, you're a stinky guy.
Yes.
You can't break that
True.
stigma.
I think you also have to do other things. I feel like you can not wear deodorant for a day and not smell.
Nope.
See, it's that kind of mentality that's creating the problem, though. You
Well,
see
I
what I'm
do.
saying?
Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Well, let's try it out.
No, I don't. I'm saying everyone should wear extra deodorant. Like that. It should never be in your habit.
I just think that
to
some
not wear
people
it.
smell, some people don't.
I sometimes double up on deodorant. I'll put on some when I get when I'm at home after I shower, and then I put on some at work.
I wear women's deodorant. Works better.
So do I.
Does it really?
Yes.
I've heard that.
What, like last longer or?
Works better.
You use both hands, right, to put it on?
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
What?
Yes, you have to.
Like this and this. Some people do this, like this and this.
Oh, no.
I don't know that
I alternate hands.
I can't do
Alternate
this.
hands.
I
Feels
do this.
Yeah,
hard.
some people go like this, like one hand here and then this.
That's insane.
I do,
You can't get
I
the
do
same
Can't get
that.
enough of the area.
No,
lopsided.
I switch. No.
Yeah.
I'll do like 9 or 10. I go
9 or 10 is
I go
insane.
crazy.
That's too much.
An idiotic move.
I don't care. Smelling BO is so gross. It's just in your nostrils.
You just are
so gross.
caked up.
And it's unlike a fart. Like when you have BO, you know, like it smells bad to even you.
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
It is so awful.
Your armpits are probably gross at the end of the day, though.
have
They don't
stalactites.
smell and they don't bother anybody here. It's so rude. That goes back to the whistling, but it's even worse. BO.
So rude.
It's very rude.
Again, one of the craziest things I ever found out was the fact that Southeast Asians don't have the gene to make BO. It's fucking crazy. Like they just do not have the physical ability to generate body odor. And then that same gene also makes their earwax like almost like webby. It's really weird. It's bizarre to look at.
It's like when I thought there was taste buds on the bottom of your tongue.
There's not, right?
Nope.
I wouldn't know.
My vote?
Yeah.
So yeah, people that hold the door when you're too far away. That's me at my gayest. That little run I do up to the door. So embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's the gayest. Oh my god.
Shimmy.
Yeah. Oh, coming. Sorry. but it's the locked up CVS stuff. It happened to me today. Trying to just get.
Kind of have to say something to the person that's waiting for you as well.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hot out here, huh?
Yeah, you have to say something.
Yeah.
I hate having to specify whatever it is I'm getting exactly. You know what I mean? Because you need to point out what you're getting.
I would rather have general areas.
Yeah.
And like,
I want something from here.
They should turn their back while I select whatever I'm getting.
It's so embarrassing.
you guys get the same scent deodorant every time? It doesn't matter to me.
I usually change.
So they'll ask you like, what scent? I don't care. Just grab it.
Oh, it's on sale.
Yeah? But then sometimes you grab it and it's just deodorant, not antiperspirant.
Yes.
I changed the first time like 20 years, like 2 years ago. It was kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is,
It's like, oh, this is different.
aluminum good or bad?
It's bad,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's bad for you.
But does it
that's
work
what keeps
better?
you- Yeah.
Works better.
Okay.
So I do it.
Antiperspirant, by its very nature, think about it. It's like preventing your body from sweating, which is
Supposed
a
to do.
very good thing for your body to do.
Yeah, but
Body's way of cooling.
when
itself.
I went to the clinic. It was like $10.99. This was back in like 07. It was the clinical version of the antiperspirant.
Yeah.
Because when you were out at clubs and stuff dancing, and then you get the pictures,
Yeah.
you're a
That's
victim
saying,
in a you got a
Flash
nice light
photography
blue
kids.
V-neck, and the next thing you know, you look like Patrick Ewing. Like, got to get the
Fist pump
antiperspirant.
like this. And
Yeah, it's
just-
bad. Tough
You get
spot.
Botox in your armpits and it stops them
And-
from sweating, right?
Yeah.
Well, again, that feels not healthy for your body to not be able to
Yeah.
sweat in an area. Yeah. So the Dwayne Reed / CVS is going to move on. Now we have the number 7 seed. People who scan 1,000 Lotto tickets while you're in line waiting to ring up, which is another kind of convenience store problem here. Versus the number 10 seed, the person who orders an elaborate coffee. And this person didn't specify, but I will specify the elaborate coffee order like during 9 a.m. Like you're like when everyone's getting their coffee and they need to run over to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you get one at 12 p.m. No one's there. I don't. Who cares? But specifically that. So Nick.
I think the people who just always scanning scratch off is a strictly New York City thing. I've never really seen that anywhere else. Just people hanging around all day. Just
Staying on Long Island.
yeah. Just as that was never really an issue. The coffee thing is a pain. Just like they'll have an ingredient list this long for 1 cup of coffee. That's annoying. Yeah.
And you have to pull out like multiple machines to work.
Yeah.
Make one drink.
Yeah. Multiple like very expensive devices to make their drink.
Exactly. Klemmer?
I don't drink coffee, but I do go to the convenience store. I get my sodas and everything, and it's that the scratch off people are the most like. And what are you doing? You're not gonna win. Like enough. Like
You're a piece of shit.
you're not gonna win.
You're a piece.
I hope they
Am
do.
I? Am I? Like
Because that's
really?
fun. It's
fun
thing
just to sit in
do.
a convenience store all day with the fresh lights scratching.
Having fun.
No one seems happy about it.
I was one of those people.
You would sit in a convenience store all day?
Me and my friend,
You're a piece of shit.
me and my friend Sean would sit at the counter with the worker and just scratch till we won. It was one of the best days of my life.
That sounds like a horrible day.
It's so fun.
The people who order too the Lotto tickets all day in front of you when you're just
bang,
trying to
Yeah.
like pay for a Gatorade. Luckily, I'm a habitual Arizona iced tea drinker, so it's usually very easy to just drop the $1 and go, no questions asked. But like if you have something else that's gonna require adding, you're fucked. They're like, I want a 327 straight, 364 box, 921 reverse, and you're like, dude.
Dealt with it.
I actually had that recently, but the guy had the awareness. I was standing behind him holding a coffee, and he picked up my coffee, and I was out of there.
Yeah, like,
it was
you
amazing.
have to.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
When I
the
see
game?
these people with the lottery, we don't want to tell them, like, you know what? You already lost. If you're here doing this, you've lost.
And they probably look at you like, look at the cards you got dealt.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying a convenience store. You know, they're not looking at me. They're too busy scratching it off, trying to win $4 or something because their lives are so
What's the other game? With the ping pong balls?
Keno?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Great
big
game.
in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's
When you're sitting at the convenience store playing that's when it's...
That's sad.
Because you have to wait there for a while as they go boop, boop.
So elaborate coffee order from
From
him, and then lotto ticket for you, Francis.
Lotto ticket.
Lotto ticket.
Ridiculous people.
Coffee order. Although now I'll order ahead, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mobile order pickup, that has like changed my life when I come into the city. But I did have years of waiting behind people who it's a science experiment that they're trying to get inside their coffee. And it drove me insane. So yeah, coffee order.
Coffee order.
I don't drink coffee, but I do have a question for the people who do drink coffee. If it's so good and you need it so much, why do you leave half of it around half the
I finish every fucking.
I finish every drop of mine as well.
There's a lot of leftover coffees everywhere you go.
Sounds like
everywhere you
Netflix.
go, specifically in my cup holder. Shout out my wife.
Yeah, that's a wife
It's
thing.
just like, if it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
I've never not finished a can of Coke in my life.
Yeah, underrated crazy thing about Klemmer is you drinking like 3 Cokes a day in the
Marty
morning.
used to keep track of them.
Yeah, actually, in my notes, I had
All Coke, like real Cokes?
Yeah.
My uncle could put
In
away
the morning, like 9 a.m.
Like Coca-Cola Classic. Yeah.
Really?
My uncle would put away 6 to 8 Diet Cokes in a day.
Christ.
Easy. My dad, they worked in the same office one time. And
every day he had it, and it was 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2.5. That's just from
Incredible metabolism.
that's just during the workday.
Just during the workday, yeah.
How many
I don't
Cokes?
drink coffee.
Yeah, but you drink Cokes all day, every day?
Keeps me going. It's the caffeine. Keeps me
Coke
going.
at
It
10
helps.
a.m.
I think it might be healthy if you start drinking coffee.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
But why would you?
I don't like hot drinks. That's a big.
You don't need
I don't
iced
think
coffee.
drinks
I don't
should-
drink.
I know. I also don't like.
That's
I
a
don't like
fake.
the smell.
That's a fake cold drink. It's intended to be hot, and I'm with that too.
Thank you.
Nowhere else. If you're dying of thirst, nowhere is anybody going. This is so good. This hot drink. Drinks are supposed to be cold.
I'm a cold drink guy too. I'm with you on. No,
Wait.
don't even.
Drinks are supposed to be cold, dude.
Hot cocoa?
Garbage.
Yep.
It's powdered
Awful.
water.
Yeah, no, I'm out
I
of.
like a
kid,
soup, but hot
powdered
drinks
water.
suck.
How is it different? How are soups and how is that
I'm
different?
In every
I'm a
way.
spoon. I'm not in a cup.
Because there's
You can
something
spoon the
meaty-
coffee in.
Good spoon.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
There's something meaty.
Imagine if I
to
was
the
spooning
soup.
coffee. This guy would never let me live it down.
I would lose my mind.
So wait, you're saying drinks are meant to be hot?
Team cold.
Cold.
Cold drinks.
Cold.
Think
Rico,
about it.
Rico wants his own which I'm ice maker. Rico and I are on the same page with the cold.
Which worries me psychologically. Yeah, I'm going.
How do you guys feel?
Dude, I want one of those DQ ice machines so bad, or like the Sonic
Nah,
ice machines.
I want the big cubes for your cooler. That's what I
I
want.
want the chips.
Love coolers, man.
Oh, big time.
Wait, so what's the hot drinks you could?
I have a body armor cooler.
Loves coolers.
He was saying drinks are supposed to be
Cold.
like exclusively.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't sign off on that.
Is there
Why?
no
What-
other
what-
hot drinks besides coffee?
I mean, I love
Tea-
hot coffee.
tea sucks.
Tea.
Sucks.
Tea's trash.
How do, you
He's
feel,
garbage.
how do you feel about like a good broth?
What are you just drinking?
I love
broth?
hot
Not
drinks.
drinking
I think they're
broth.
I think they're calming.
You don't like an espresso?
No.
Oh, I like a nice
I
espresso.
don't even like people drink what is it like toddies, hottie
Toddies? No, I'm not
whatever.
on
Those
those.
are not good either.
The same thing
I don't
with with shots too. Like a warm shot of alcohol is
I don't-
brutal.
awful.
Yeah, well, that's
Those have to.
There you go. That's
Ice
my
cold.
point. Like it's got to be
The
cold.
only thing you got on your standing up for is hot coffee and hot tea,
and hot cocoa.
hot cocoa.
Powdered
That's
water.
all the hot drinks.
There's not anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like that kind of lends credence to drinks should be cold. If you can only name 3 drinks,
You're saying you've never enjoyed a hot cocoa.
when I was like 5, maybe.
When it's cold out and you're walking into the office with a coffee in your hand, feels great.
I don't buy hot
Coffee's the first thing you ingest in a day. You feel the warmth going all the way down.
Oh,
I even like coffee. I've always wanted to have that feeling.
Oh,
Like I like in the morning when you sitting outside on your porch or something with the coffee.
yeah, it has the.
I'm
steam
iced
going
coffee year round.
off. Oh, you're crazy.
There's something nice about it. Like even if you're cold outside, you're wearing your jacket, you take your jacket off, everything's coming off, you get a nice sip of cold coffee.
That's wrong.
I'm telling you,
Really wrong.
you guys would like it.
Do you envision drinks when you drink it? Where what it's going down?
Oh, like
Sometimes.
down your body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it all the time with Advil. Like it breaks open and I see it hitting all the beads hitting where my headache.
I do it when I'm pissing as well. Like
Yeah.
Feel it coming out. Yeah. Wait, so Marty, which one are you going with? The coffee order?
Yeah, coffee order.
All right, and then Rico?
What was the other option?
The lotto ticket guy versus the coffee order.
So I don't drink coffee enough to get held up by that. So I got to go with the Lotto guy.
All the Lotto guys has hope, man. That's all he
I
has.
feel so bad for the convenience store worker who has to deal with because
That's entertainment. He's sitting there all day anyway.
I know, but probably rather be alone than have this loser scratching off trying to win
Loser and
$1,000.
They're all like
Oh.
friendly with them.
Yeah,
That's what
they're-
makes it
they're
worse.
regular.
They're
No,
enabling these
No, the
guys.
lottery guy is friendly. The convenience
What's
guy
the
wants them
difference in the
gone.
old bags at the bagel shop and then the regulars at it's the same thing.
I don't think it is.
Yes, it is. They all sit there all day and yap around.
What is that about? Or when you get old, you just hang out in the store all day.
That's all they got.
They
all they
this-
have,
yeah,
man.
It's good socialization.
I had Dunkin' Donuts ladies. They always sat at the same spot, Dunkin' Donuts, all day. I don't know why.
It just seems like the fluorescent lights all day would drive me crazy.
All right, pop open the Reed cam because Reed is going to break the tie.
I only drink black coffee, so coffee people who are like all about putting 19 different things in their coffee just bothers the fuck out of me. So I'm gonna go with that.
Elaborate coffee order. Going to move on.
Yep.
Now we have the number 2 versus the 15, the last two on our regular season or Sweet 16 matchup here. Number 2 seed, the super slow old person that moves so slowly, but then you feel bad for feeling annoyed because they are so old. So, you're trying to get around an old person and you feel bad for getting all angry at them because they're old.
I think that's subjective if you feel bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Number 15 seed, it's going up against the unnecessary meeting schedule person at work. The person that just schedules a meeting for something that you could just talk about on text, on phone, in person for 2 seconds.
The whole third floor.
Yeah, the whole third floor here, basically. So, start with you, Rico.
Oh, it's the old people. Yeah, and I don't feel bad.
You don't feel bad?
You don't have a soft spot in your heart for old people?
I see him. I'm like, what are you doing in New York?
That's what I say.
I think New York's actually a good place for elderly people to live.
Upper West Side.
Yeah, if I were
mobile,
I know, but I think that every building has an elevator.
That's fair.
then you're outside and it's shoulder to shoulder. It's
Not every
high-paced.
subway does.
They're Ubering everywhere at that point in their life.
They're operating Uber.
They're working for Uber.
No, they're
Working the Uber app.
How do you have the app?
They know Ubers. My grandparents lived in New York. They moved here when they were in their terms in 75 or something, and lived here till they were 90. And it was a total revitalization of their lives. And they went
a lot
to
of old people on the subway.
They were a nuisance
Broadway.
to a lot of people.
Yeah, well, I thought it occurred to me, boy, that to me makes more sense than like fucking Florida.
No, I feel like when you're old, I see some people when
Love
they're
heat.
walking like this, and it's like, go home. Just sit on the couch.
My grandparents weren't like
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Some people
You see
are
a lot
like-
of that
You
around.
see a lot of them where it's like they can
Yeah.
barely move. It's like, go sit on the couch and don't come outside.
Don't walk down
Right.
Fifth Avenue. What are you
Yes,
doing?
where it's like if that's like in Florida, at least they just go in their backyard and fucking bake like that. I guess I'm saying when you're an old bag.
Just fake.
They love the heat too.
They're always cold.
Yeah, what is it about old people? I saw the guy, same thing, same day in Williamsburg.
You look like me?
Button-up shirt, hoodie, jacket. It's like, guy, it's 87 degrees.
I think your blood gets thinner though.
You can't possibly
circulations-
be that cold with 3 layers.
Yeah, I
Might
think
be.
you've just never been old. I bet you get real cold when you're old, no matter what.
I feel bad for old people. Like that's
You're gonna be a
and we're all gonna be
miserable
old.
person.
Yeah, you are.
You're
Me.
gonna be such a dick.
I think.
What do you think?
What's the right age to die?
70.
Oh,
No, that's
take
too
me
young.
over.
80s, 86.
You want people to
that's-
go.
How many 87-year-olds have
Shit and
nice
piss
lives?
yourself
Yeah.
territory.
You want people to go.
75, 76.
You hit
No,
like
I think 75 is younger than you think.
Who's a celebrity that's 75 right now?
Harrison
Pete
Ford.
De Niro.
Carroll.
He's older than that.
How old's
He's
Pete
80.
Carroll?
De Niro's 70.
Yeah, Pete Carroll's in his 70s.
Carroll's like 73.
Carroll's he might be in his 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
no,
like,
no.
No chance.
No,
No?
he's early 70s.
I would say De Niro's 75.
No, De Niro's in his 80s.
De Niro's probably
Pete
85.
Carroll's 71.
Paul
Paul
De Niro's
McCartney's
80.
De Niro's 80.
Paul
Harrison
McCartney's
Ford.
81.
Meryl Streep 74. Dolly Parton 77.
Pope
Being
is 86.
86
really
years
rich
old.
and really old is
It's
different.
completely different.
Ringo Starr. Christopher Walken's 80.
Oh, I would have said way older.
Jack Nicholson's 86. Yeah. No, he's been
Wow.
out of the public eye for a while. Okay, Marty. The slow olds or the person that schedules unnecessary meetings?
Unnecessary meetings. Meetings just really don't need to be had. They don't. They
Ever?
don't. Everything could be said to you, just like coming up to me, like you don't just set a time meeting all this time. You don't. You don't have to do it. And then you have a meeting about the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Is even worse.
Follow up on the meeting?
Yes.
Trent?
Yeah, meetings. The people scheduling meetings are trying to make their job seem important.
Mhm.
When it's like Marty said, just come up to me and talk to me. If you're setting a bunch of meetings, you have no importance.
Yeah.
If all you do is do meetings?
Right. You're trying to make it seem like I'm doing all these meetings because I'm so important, when in reality, the meeting does not need to be had.
And they want you
Largely.
to. They want to show people how many meetings they have. Like I'm so
Look at my
busy.
calendar, dude.
Yeah, it's like no.
People
You
are like,
don't
oh,
need to.
I'm jumping into a meeting. I got to go to a meeting.
Yeah.
Those
You're
people aren't
constantly
doing
in meetings. You're not getting anything done.
Yeah.
That's right.
Never. When's the last time you come to a meeting? Like, wow, that was amazing.
Never.
Ever.
I got a lot of stuff done because I feel like decisions are rarely made at meetings. You know what I mean?
Never.
Like you're talking about
You're
the
always
possibility
putting
of
a
making
pin in it.
decision.
You're always
Yes.
putting a pin in
Let's
it.
circle back. on
Really,
this
you
later.
guys have never been to an intervention. We saved my brother's life.
Yeah.
I
Francis?
don't have a brother.
Yeah, you don't want to put a pin in those meetings.
No, definitely not.
Or
no sharp objects.
One of the worst consequences, I think, of COVID is the the meeting proliferation. You know, that was where that came from. There were not as many meetings before COVID. And it was because that was the only way for people to communicate at that time. We got to have a meeting, Zoom meeting, fucking Google Hangouts, whatever. And it just became the DNA of business culture. Meeting. One thing I'd never experienced until I came back to work here was that people now put a meeting on my calendar without asking me when I'd like to meet. I just have a time. And it's like, sorry, I'm not going to. You just have to like make it work. You just get hit with a meeting. All of a sudden you have a Google Calendar invite on a time and a day you didn't discuss. They don't care about your schedule.
Hey, you got to come present at the Barstool Awards. Hope you're not busy with anything.
Yeah, there you go. Supposed to be in France. I would have been in France. Canceled it. Thousands of dollars change fees.
Well, certainly you're already multiple days into your trip, right?
Sure was. Yeah. Anyway, was worth it for that wonderful joke that Sass got all the credit for.
All worth it in the end, baby.
All worth it in the end. Meetings.
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, we're all going to be old one day, and they can't help it. We all get old. I feel bad for old people. Can't, like the Lotto people can help not doing the Lotto. That's stupid. Old people can help being old. So I'm going to go with meetings.
Obviously, you were not going to say the old people.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Because you're close.
I know what.
You're close to being really close to that age. You are. And you can't say, you can't wait till I'm there because then you'll be dead.
I think it's safe. You know what's funny, Marty?
This one took you a while to get. So it's over. It's over.
No, I was gonna say, I can't wait to go to your funeral. But I bet you outlive me by a long time.
I am gonna live for a very long time.
I've seen a lot of like really dumb people who just live forever because they have no worries.
Yeah.
And they just like simple and they just kind of walk around banging into walls and shit. That's what you're gonna. I bet you'd be like 98 when you die.
So your insult is he's having a long life
without stress.
He's borderline.
Sorry, I won't have stress and die early.
His stupidity will allow him to live forever.
Yes, I'm
envious.
The amount of people I've told to live a stress life, no one listens. It's fine.
Be honest. Do you not have stress?
No, I don't.
I don't. Come on.
I believe it. I believe it.
There had to have been a point in time where you had a little.
But the thing is that I always find a weird way to look at it sounds.
That's wonderful.
But like I get stressed quickly. And I'm over. I'm like, every situation I'm in, I said I cannot fix it right now, so I'm just going to see how it goes.
That's actually a pretty good life
always
philosophy.
Happens. Because if I get mad like somebody else, it takes in your fucking head and drives you insane.
That's what puts you on edge.
Yeah,
I would guess that.
Why would you get mad at traffic? You can't control traffic. That's why I'm mad.
You need to laugh at. If you laugh at everything you always had to play games up there. I play games every day.
Just mentally? Like what
mental games every day. Like I do over-unders on my walks here all the time.
I'm going to say probably candy, not chess. Probably like
I do over-unders how many jerseys I see today. I see if I win. It's incredible.
And you count? You're counting?
Yep.
Your brain is just
on your way home today. Look for purple shoes. It's a blast.
All right, I'll do that today.
What's the over on that? I really want to do this.
I did it at the zoo one day.
3.5?
Probably 2.5.
Okay.
Not a common shoe color.
No.
I would guess that like 90% of your stress in your life that's come since being hired has come directly from Dave.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I think that's true of a lot of people.
Yeah, no, it's almost everyone here,
but that's also good. I'm actually almost happy people are stressed about Dave again.
Yes, no, it's a good thing.
People have to be accountable for things now.
Mm-hmm. So who's next up? I believe I was on this side, right?
Be Nick. No,
who was on this side?
Is it me?
Oh, no, the meeting's already won.
Meeting's won, okay.
Yeah, meeting's already won. Doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter.
So now we get to run through our players really quick. No spatial awareness versus USBs.
Ooh.
Nick.
It's tough.
That's really tough. I'm going to go with USBs because the only person to get mad at is myself, and I feel dumb.
Mm-hmm. Klemmer?
No spatial awareness. Get out of the way.
Spatial awareness.
Spatial awareness?
Spatial awareness.
Spatial awareness?
USB, that if you're put USB in front of someone and you can't get it in, you feel really, really bad about it.
You do it twice and you're still wrong somehow.
Yeah,
that feels really.
And you're like trying to line it up.
I think USBs too are starting to have a mind of their own. Where like one day it works on my Apple Play, and the next thing it doesn't, and I have to pull it. I think I'm going towards USB.
You guys sound like Frank from yesterday, screaming about technology.
Dude, sometimes it's just like
just some
the
days it
fuck in there.
registers right away, and the next day it's like,
yes.
can I just please listen to the soundtrack of Rent while I drive, not kill myself, please?
All right, hit up the read cam.
No spatial awareness.
Damn.
God damn it, Reed.
You can't just not throw up the read cam when you're going to give us your answer. Come on, dude. No spatial. Moving on. Now we have teens versus lingerers. Ooh, this could be a
Jesus
championship
Christ.
matchup. Could easily be a championship round. Rico, teens versus the lingerers.
Oh, it's a tough one. Teens.
Mm-hmm.
That area is just anything they do is
You're so helpless.
an everyday value. Yeah, it's tough.
Marty?
It is tough because lingerers sometimes provide an entertainment for me where I get to talk about them after. And it's like, do you believe this guy lingering all day?
Yeah.
Great point.
Like, it's funny to talk about. And teens, like, especially with the internet, I saw a video yesterday of a kid walking in the mall, going like this, trying to hit into people. And the one guy that went like this, when he goes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're stuck. You can't do anything. So I think it's teens.
It's a coin flip. I'm going to go with teens.
Teens.
Yeah.
Man, the lingerer sucks, though.
Teens for me, and I really think it should win.
Teens.
After the last week, being around everyone, and a lot of the lingerers were there in Boston. I was going to say lingerers, but Marty's point actually won me over. I actually had a lot of fun making fun of the lingerers with my friends, so it's got to be teens.
Got to be teens.
I can't let lingerers get just blown out like this. Lingerers suck.
They do.
So like you're at the end of a night, it's just you and that lingerer left there, and then just the exhale, they go, so what now?
Drunk lingerers. Really
drunk
bad. I didn't even think about that.
Or the self-loathing lingerer. Well, I guess I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Guess I didn't get the invitation.
Oh, man, that one's bad.
Yeah.
What are you going to order there tonight? What are you going to have for dinner with all of them? Oh,
It's brutal. So teens versus no spatial awareness. Nick?
teens.
Teens.
Yeah,
I feel
teens.
like lingering got a bad
There's a
rap.
danger. There's a danger element with the teens, right? So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, teens.
Teens?
Teens.
Teens can move on, but Marty?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rico?
Teens.
Teens in the finals.
What was the other option?
Oh, it's
Spatial awareness.
spatial awareness. Oh, it's definitely teens. I'm voting teens all the way through.
The shit and Dwayne Reed being locked up versus the boarder. The person who gets on the train or the elevator too early.
Oh, that's a different element of the border.
Yeah. Forgot what it was, and I was like, holy shit, what is that?
Give it to me again. Stuff locked up or the people getting on.
Yeah.
Everyday villain. I think it's the people getting on.
Boarder.
Yeah, because that also can apply. I mean, it's loose, but we didn't say it. But like the people who think they're entitled to get off in front of you on the plane, kind of in that same area. I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth, but like,
Yeah, you're right.
in that whole area, that group, they're in the same Venn diagram. So like, they suck,
Mass transit.
They think their time is more important than yours.
Yes.
and that makes me go homicidal.
Airplane one. That is.
Dude, I've done.
Say from earlier. That's egregious.
I am in the biggest rush anywhere. Like, I hate losing time for anything. But I will wait when the guy inches up and, like, they get into your row. And now I know it's because I'm so cliche of, like, the guy who gets off early. The guy inches up. I finally had to say, you know how this works, right? 12 goes before 13. And he's like, oh, yeah. So then I stepped out behind him now so that he can't go. I let the two people in my area go, and the other lady is trying to, like, kind of doing that awkward thing where you're in the window and she's struggling out, and then she's got to get a bag. So take your time, man. My friend will wait, right, pal? Like, I just put him right on the spot. And he's like, and I let the lady go. No joke, Trent. I'm like, I know people. I got outside, and somebody in like 17, let's say I was in like 14, guy comes up to me randomly and just goes, so what you did? I was like this and walks away.
You're a hero.
I was traveling with Cody. And Quiggs. I wish they got it on like camera. I swear to God, the guy goes, so what you did?
You bumped.
You were in that fist bump.
Bump and just gone. I was like,
You were high off that, weren't you?
oh yeah. It was. Well, I was just doing what I was supposed to do.
He's a menace on planes. Like to the.
I like that part.
But it's funny. So
The etiquette, man.
Someone has to be.
no, but the funny, he's like the way you kind of mess with the stewardess a little bit too. It's funny. Like
No, not mess with them.
Not mean way, like joke with them. It's you're in your own. You're in an element on like you like planes.
I don't mind traveling.
Travel Rico's a totally different.
But
person.
the heads, we got to figure out the overhead compartments.
In what way?
It doesn't make sense that they're all filled.
Yes, that's true.
And my row, I get on in row 10 in Group C, and my whole thing is taken, and no one else is in row 10.
That's the only reason people want to rush on. I feel like anyway.
something.
Yeah, you got to do it now. You got to get on the plane early now.
You got it. Yeah.
Otherwise
I
your
thought it was
shit's
always
gone.
crazy. There should be a drawer under your seat for the luggage.
That's where the life jacket is.
Nobody's going to use that.
You're gonna be dead.
You're dead. Maybe just like
Put those on the top.
You know the little thing they do to fuck with homeless people on all the chairs because the city hates homeless people?
Oh, there's
So
like
that you can't
spikes.
lay down.
Yeah, you can't lay
It's
down.
like a little border in between, like, oh yeah, no, they hate
They
homeless
do that for the birds.
Oh, dude.
Outside.
Oh,
the
That's why
homeless.
like there's the
every
armrests.
bench has like
Yeah.
a thing. so you
A
can't
thing
lay
to a divider to stop them from being able to sleep.
Yeah, but a lot of the homeless would sleep on the bench, and then the birds would sleep on the homeless.
Yes.
Double up.
Yeah, it's because they're covered in
You
crumbs.
guys ever? Sometimes homeless people look so
Crusts.
comfortable. They look. They do.
I saw one
It's the
sleeping on a
heroin in
bench.
their veins. That
I'm like,
they-
how? That's a. He looks so peaceful.
Yeah.
Pete Bargatze has a great bit about it. He's like, but they sure sleep well. Like, the guy just got his 9 hours in or something.
I
Yes.
saw a homeless guy sleeping
There's
on
nothing
like,
else to do.
Yeah.
he was sleeping on like an air vent where like like in the grates where like and all the air was coming up and it was like cold air and I was like I would love to do that.
That sounds nice.
If I could have that on my bed.
Yeah. You want to talk about temperature control? They're wearing their heaviest winter coat in August.
Yep.
Gotta wear everything.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got.
Your walk-in closet at that point.
Yeah,
You're in a closet.
yeah. Mhm.
Marty, the border versus the Dwayne Reed.
Oh, the subway elevator, 100%.
Subway elevator person. Trent.
I'm gonna go with Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed.
Yeah, because they're just everything is locked up now.
It is.
Literally everything.
Francis.
Crazy.
Subway.
Subway.
Dwayne Reed. It's more time consuming than just having to wait for someone to get off. The stuff locked up is infuriating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Dwayne Reed as well, just a recency bias. Have you guys been to, I don't know if I'm saying this right, the Bonobos store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there to get a tie before the Barstool Awards. Forgot to get a tie. And I walked in, they had one. And I was like, okay, I'll take that tie. And they were like, no. Our stores are just showrooms. We send it to you. We'll send it to your address. You can't buy anything in the store.
It's idiotic.
That's insane.
That's an insane move.
That's not a store.
That's just a waste.
Oh.
That's a waste.
It's a catalog.
Yeah.
You walked into a catalog.
That's wild.
So what'd you
just
do?
be online.
What did I do? I
Yeah.
went to another store.
There was no. That's wild.
It's their whole business
The
model.
whole business model.
That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I just assumed that they did everything online.
They don't do any. No, I went in the store. They don't.
Yeah, you can buy their shit on.
Yeah, but I figured it would be if at that point exclusively on.
Yeah, but that's when you really, if they want to be petty, you get really petty. You act like you're behaving and you go, oh, okay. So how much is it? And they say like $55 and you take out $320s, throw it, you take it and just go, I guess you're going to have to figure it out because I need it now and just walk out.
That's
They'll figure it out.
I don't
They
think
will
it's them being petty.
It's fine. They will register the
job,
sale.
man.
Fine.
They will register the sale. They will figure it out.
like how does
Put them in a corner and see how
No,
they react.
wouldn't. They
Yeah,
would
they
not.
would.
If Nick was like, "Hey, here's $60. I'm taking this tie. Figure it out."
He needs the tie. They'd figure it out.
My jaw dropped.
I don't think they have just one sample. So you tell me like the white shirt you need, they have just one white shirt in the whole place?
But how do the financials of this make sense when they could just do like a thing where, hey, we'll send it to you if you don't like it, send it back? Like how do the financials of having a brick and mortar store in Manhattan versus
Yeah. Well, this was in Boston, but yeah, it's. I'm sure there's some here too.
yeah.
I like that Rico's philosophy was put them in a corner.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
think it's crazy that there's places that you just rent clothes.
What do you
You
mean?
get like packages every week.
There are.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
send them back.
There are.
So we're just all wearing used clothes anyway.
Reed Cam, pop that sucker up.
The Dwayne Reed thing's new to me, and I hate it. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with that.
Dwayne Reed gonna move on. That's gonna be going
That's
up. It's
insane that moved on over the subway.
I agree. I just
That's insane.
you guys all objectively need to stop going to that store.
Dwayne Reed or CVS or any major
Fucking nightmare.
Walgreens, all of them. The unnecessary meeting scheduler versus the elaborate coffee order person. Nick.
I'm going to go coffee.
Coffee.
You're holding people up. I know it's your order. Order online and just pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Francis is right. The meetings have gotten out of hand. Meetings.
Meetings.
Yeah, it's meetings. I'm not that bothered by the coffee because usually the person who has the elaborate coffee order knows their fucking order. So even if it's long and obnoxious, they're not stumbling. They're not scanning the menu.
All right.
So it's it's meetings.
Meetings.
Meetings, yeah.
Meetings.
I don't know. I think I'm on the coffee.
Meetings.
You can't tell me a frappa, mocha, bullshit, maca, latte. What the fuck you doing?
That's a great 2011 bit.
You know how I'm just saying.
You'd rather get scheduled for 6 meetings you didn't really agree to in one day than stand behind a woman
It makes you feel needed.
who knows her order and takes 30 seconds instead of 10.
Meetings can also kind of help pass the day if you're working in the cubes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I think
true.
you are.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I hate
loved
getting
having meetings.
dragged.
And I'll tell you what, you ever work a sales job, they put a meeting on your calendar. Hey, how come you didn't dial 100 times till your fingers bled? Oh, we had a couple of meetings.
I think
Like,
cubes
it's-
meetings. We have a different. We have
cube
bad meetings.
not
here.
so bad. Maybe the hot girl from accounting shows up.
Because our meetings are with middle people. It's always them telling them other people where other people just came to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different departments, you
not-
get to sit next to a
I
guy you
agree
didn't expect.
because my old job, I used to fucking love meetings.
It was the best.
Yeah, because you just get up out of your chair. That's it.
This was an hour and a half off of the day. I used to keep a tally mark on a Post-it of the minutes that passed. My old job, just waiting for the day to end. Like I was,
That's sad.
That's very sad.
Yeah, I'm
bad
glad you're
place.
still alive.
yeah.
Prison.
Yeah, unnecessary meetings scheduled versus the Dwayne Reed CVS setup. Rico.
Dwayne, it doesn't make sense that they lock up pistachios. There's just no.
You don't know the resale on those things.
I don't know. There's one. I think there's one change that could fix where we're at in the country, but no.
One change.
Where's your hat?
I don't know if they want to bring them back.
Where's your hat?
Who are they? Pistachio police?
Yeah. just- I don't know.
Who is they?
Biden did run on the platform of locking up the pistachio.
Yeah, he did. That was our fault.
Lock
It
them
seemed
up.
like things were locked up a lot when DT was out there running.
They were chanting
running the
lock them up
show.
at Biden rallies too, but for the nuts.
Marty.
I'm going the scheduler. I don't like the meeting scheduler.
Meeting scheduler. Trent.
I'm gonna go with the meetings as well. Yeah.
Meetings.
It's meetings and Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed.
Yeah, meetings.
Meetings.
Yeah, the drugstore lockup.
Drugstore lockup.
It's called a convenience store, and it's not. I'm going with that.
Reed cam.
I think Nick just summed it up perfectly. I'm going with that one.
Dwayne Reed.
Boy.
Reed's influenced on the last guy's point.
Oh yeah.
He is
very-
and I respect that from him.
It's interesting that KenJac's not the tiebreaker on this.
I thought about. I like getting
Say
producers
political.
involved.
What?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
getting
that's
the
cool.
producers
It's
involved.
way too much pressure.
It is. It's a bad
It's like
spot
4
to be
times
in.
today.
And like
I broke like every one.
when the producer doesn't vote how I vote, I do get a little pissed.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last,
I never forget.
Half the room loves me. Half the room hates
the
me.
last one really pissed me off. That he didn't do the subway.
It's all his fault. And this means nothing.
And have
Nothing at all.
And have you seen how short his shorts are? I mean,
Oh, no.
this guy.
You sure his legs aren't just long?
I don't know. But he could go to Bonobos.
No
A
problem.
couple 60s.
Finale: Teens versus Dwayne Reed lockup. Let's start with you, Nick. Finals.
How often are we really dealing with teens? When it happens, yeah, it's horrifying. And I feel bad about myself. I'm going with Dwayne Reed lockup.
Dwayne Reed lockup.
Yeah, second what Nick said.
Oh my!
It's astonished. So it's
I just it's just so irrelevant
To you.
compared to real problems that many of which you have.
How often are you
discarded.
encountering teens?
Certainly, the problems they present are worse for me and the world than having to fetch an employee at Dwayne Reed to get rate. I've also presented a solution to your problem. There's no solution to teens.
yeah, but you got to remember, man. You go to a CVS. I usually make CVS the last stop before like a weekend out, like you're going away.
Mhm.
So it's like, all right, and it's always my list is always written on the back of an envelope, like old school. But you have, all right, I got to get deodorant. I got to get snacks for the road. I got to get a card for the wedding. Like, where else can I do all that? I could do it all at CVS.
He's the old guy where he won't do Amazon. Like he
No, that's not true. I respect it.
He submitted his.
This is for
picks
shit
today.
you need now.
He submitted his picks today in writing.
He did. That's a fact.
We just didn't text KenJac in writing.
Nothing wrong with that. And like,
But like,
his point,
Don't want him
I don't
to
even
help
think
it
on
out.
Amazon.
I'm not going to go get a case of beer off Amazon.
No.
yeah, there's
No,
things you
no.
need in the last minute,
Yeah.
like the last minute, and you can bang it all out in one.
All right. Well, then let me say something on behalf of teens. Bad. I was in the subway and I saw a group of 4 or 5 teens that were using the emergency call button. There's like some stations have a pillar with a blue light, and you can press a button and it calls an emergency. And they were prank calling it. They were clogging up the airlines of the airwaves of this emergency service, being like blah blah blah, doing voices, doing fucking around. And then some guy walked by and he had a bag of groceries, and one of them spiked it out of his hands. And watching this, it made me so mad. And then they went up the stairs of the station, went outside, and there was a fruit cart. A guy selling fruit. You know, you don't see it as much anymore, but one of them picked up an apple from the fruit cart, and the guy was like, "Hey!" And the kid took a bite out of it, gave the guy the finger, and then threw it at a cab, and it hit the cab door.
Jesus Christ.
Saw all this?
All this, and I'm following them.
I thought he was describing loosely the beginning of Sleepers.
Sleepers.
The guy down
the hot dog stand. So I'm missing. Yeah.
And then they ran across the avenue. I think it was 8th Avenue, and they got to the other side. They stopped the traffic, got to the other side. I went again, followed them, and now they're waiting on the corner. And I'm standing right behind them, and I'm thinking, like, am I gonna fucking say something to these 4 kids? Because they're all laughing, and I'm thinking, like, what am I gonna do? How do I handle these kids? And the one who had thrown the apple, who was their ringleader, he'd also pressed the button, looks at me, and he goes, "What's up?" And I was like, "Not much." And then they just went on their way. And I couldn't say anything, but I wanted to. I wanted to hurt them all.
Yeah.
I watched in 2 minutes a group of 4 teenagers wreak more havoc on the city of New York than Al-Qaeda has in 20 years. And it lives with me to this fucking day. And they are emblematic of the lack of respect. Why they weren't in school, I don't know. But that is what teenagers are today.
Mm-hmm.
That is
gone.
That is who they are. It's teenagers. Worse. That is not something that a package of razor blades at Dwayne Reed is gonna
help fix.
Bother you
Teenagers
for.
just have nowhere to go. I've been there. Like, you have nowhere to go. So it's like, all right.
So go play fucking
No.
baseball
I'm not
like
defending them.
Sports.
There are times where, like, you just got to get out of the house and you got nowhere to go, and then it just becomes you're an asshole. Yeah, like,
Just like destructive when you're that age, too.
They're destructive. They're vandals.
Yeah,
they are vandals.
So we're 2-1 in favor of the Dwayne Reed.
Teens.
Thank you,
That's a
Trent.
great pitch from Francis.
Great pitch.
No way. It's got to be teens.
Yes.
it was teens. In fairness, it was teens before it.
I'll be honest. I haven't been doing my deodorant shopping. I've been doing what you've been saying.
Not a guy.
So it's been.
I might start.
So 4-2 in favor of teens. Teens is the winner of Daily Enemy, the bracket number 91, and the winner is.
I was astonished.
Attaboy, Nick.
Gosh. What just happened?
That wasn't good.
When that
I thought I was going to hit the mic. It was bad.
When
Teen
teens
would
was
beat the
announced,
shit
I
out
was
of
like,
you
what's
for
going to be
that.
the 1 seed? Teens is a perfect 1
Teens
seed.
is so good.
And I don't want to put the chalk through, but it's chalk, man.
USB show.
It's an easy one to pick. But that's episode 91. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for joining in, little new co-hosts. We'll see you guys next week.
Cut me dropping that trophy. What the fuck happened?
Hell no, that's staying in.